people. How's everyone doing today? All right, I haven't set any goals up yet for a reason, only just that one thing, because I can't go on live unless I've set something up. I don't know how to get rid of it. I'm really shit when it comes to technology. I will be doing readings as per usual, but first I need to get my lip gloss because my lips are dry as hell. Give me 1 second. Right, where are you? Here you are. All right, so I'm going to do the first part of this live because I have got 1,000 emails asking me amazing questions, and I just feel that it is my duty as your soul sister to try and answer as many questions as possible. Okay, I've got so many questions from so many people, and I'm talking about these are all great questions. So I haven't set up any gifts yet. I will do it straight after I've done my talking. The way that I'm doing my readings, as always, guys, but we're not doing this yet. If you are a member or a subscriber, you could ask me 101 questions during my lives and on my lives only. However, if you are a subscriber, okay, if you're a subscriber, you get to ask me as many questions as you like, and you get a guided message with every single question that you ask me, okay? It's just what I do. Also, if you want a more in-depth reading, 11 cards, it will be the mermaid, but I will set that up after I do the talking, because you guys are going to be waiting and waiting and waiting, and it's just like, you know, you're going to have to make a coffee, like clean the house before I get to you, and it takes so long. But before I do any of that, okay, members and subscribers, once again, you can ask me 101 questions during my lives, on my lives only. Subscribers, I am going to take care of you, so you get to ask me 100 yes/no questions, and you get a guided message with every question you ask me. For everybody in the room, subscribers, members, everybody who's not a member or a subscriber, all ears. Great, Tony, good. So I want to talk to you about illness. Somebody said to me, is it true that when you hold something in, you can create worst case scenario cancer? Because I heard you say that to me, Anna. So I'm going in today. Before I do any sort of readings, I'm really going to go in today and talk to you about what you are. Okay? And for those of you who are like, who is this crazy bitch with those contact lenses and that weird hat on and that massive scar on her chest? Just to simplify it, I've had a near-death experience. I've had 4 open heart surgeries. They were all 9 hours long. My first open heart surgery, where they cut open my chest, cut open my sides, cut open this side, cut open everything, yeah, was when I was 3 weeks old. The second open heart surgery was when I was 3 months old. The third open heart surgery, my open heart surgery, was when I was 8 years old. And my 4th open heart surgery was when I was 31 years old. They told my mum I was going to die when I was 10. I am 42 years old. So sometimes when the doctor tell you something, it isn't, how does that saying go? It's that saying where it's like when you hear this information, that's it, you're done for. Like, don't receive the information and accept it as fact. Now, there is one thing I have to let you know. That your body knows what to do. Okay? Your body knows what to do. That is how, I don't care whether you believe in God. I don't care what sort of higher power you believe in. If it's just the source of love, that's good enough for me. I don't care what religious denomination you follow. You are my brother. I am your sister. I love you and I'm here for you, and I'm here to tell you what I know. When I know what I know, it is my job to tell you what I know. So, when I was younger, I always hid my scars. I didn't like them. I hid them. They reopened this. They cut me open here. So this scar goes all the way down to here. Can you see it? From here all the way down to here. And they cut me open when I was 8 years old. And then they did it again when I was 31 years old. Because they basically was like, Annalisa, you know you weren't supposed to get pregnant, yeah? And I was like, yeah, I wasn't supposed to have tattoos. I wasn't supposed to smoke. And I wasn't supposed to drink, whatever. I was supposed to drive or go to the gym. And I did everything that they told me I shouldn't do. Because I'm sorry, life is for living. And I'm sorry, but they told me that I'm not allowed to have chocolate. I'm a woman. And when is that time of the month? You need chocolate. Are you mad? But the reason why I'm not allowed to eat chocolate is because it triggers migraines. It triggers my migraines. And on top of that, when you ain't getting none, and I'm talking about boom boom, you're gonna need some chocolate. Sorry, that's why my stomach is big, because I ain't getting no boom boom, so I'm getting some chocolate. But that's what they told me. No orange, no chocolate, no cheese. You'll get the worst kind of migraines, the migraines that will basically give you a stroke. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. I'll just have my paracetamol on the side ready to take it when I get my migraines. I don't give a shit. Life is for living. And if I'm going out by eating chocolates, I died eating chocolates. That's all good. So, now, let's talk about it. Let's talk about this. I want to say, I don't know for all of you out there who knows Dolores Cannon, but I want to just, I know she's in heaven. God bless you, chick. I love you so much. You're the best. You're the best. So I just want to give a shout out to Dolores Cannon first and foremost. She is one of my superiors. I love her. Dr. Brian Wise, I love him. Past life regressionist. Dr. Joe Dispenza, I love you so much. When he looked at my newsfeed, I was like, oh my God, Dr. Joe Dispenza looked at my newsfeed. What the fuck? John, could you get me a glass and a bottle of water, please? Please and thank you. Could you get me a glass and a bottle of water? I'm going to be here for a while. Quick with haste. No, I'm joking. Anyway, so Dolores Cannon, she is a regressionist as well. She puts people under hypnosis. And she basically goes into past lives. She talks about all of the stuff. She does healing. Like, amazing. I'm actually like looking into doing hypnotherapy and trying to heal people's insides and like heal generational trauma, especially trauma from like past lives. I really shut up. This is my little brother, guys. We're going to be doing a match at some point. So it's my brother, yes? You're gonna get all of these girls going crazy now. Bye. And I said the bottle. This is not a bottle. Sorry, ma'am. He's so cute. Everybody's like, he's so cute. Like quantum healing. Yes. Somebody was like, damn, he's so handsome. What a cutie. Oh no, this is not about my brother, guys. This is about me. He's got his own life.
Sage the chat room. Sage it.
I'm going to sage this shit right now. Where's my light? All right. Anyway, John, Gone Girl said he's my healer. Oh my God, he went sexual healing. I think it's the Brazilian in us that drives us like that. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let's talk about healing, shall we? All right, Gone Girl, sexual healing, he says. Where can I book? John, she said, where can I book? Oh, shit. Anyway. All right. So you guys have heard of where can I book? Yeah, okay. So you guys have heard maybe of Dolores Cannon, okay? Dolores Cannon, Dr. Brian Wise, Dr. Joe Dispenza. These are people that don't follow like this religious denomination, but they look into spirituality and the healing of the mind and what the mind can do for the physical body. So what I was saying to everybody was, when I said to you in the beginning that your body already knows what to do, okay? Your body knows what to do. So when you get out of the way, meaning don't worry, ego, oh my God, I'm dying. The doctor said I've been diagnosed with this, that, and the other. Oh shit, I need to take my meds. Don't take on that energy as if it is solidified and it is what it is. Even if you got a scan saying that it's there, like, you have the power by mind to change your physical body. Now, I'll tell you what you and I have in common. I know, Danny, everyone's telling me that I should do this podcast. I know. So what you need to know, okay, is when you get cut, what do you do? You put a Band-Aid over it for a day or two, and then you let the air get to it, and the body already knows how to stitch itself together. When you have a cold, COVID, an illness, you can take paracetamol, you can take the medication that they give you, but usually medication that is man-made is supposed to put a coat over the illness. You just have to get out of the way and yes, Michael Newton, brilliant on NDEs. I became obsessed with NDEs when I had a near-death experience. I became obsessed with it. So on my YouTube, when I post a card of the day, if you hit on my description, I've got a whole bunch of stuff that you could click on YouTube and watch everybody from all walks of life, everywhere around the world, talk about their near-death experience. It is so amazing how profound it is. So the body knows how to heal itself. I'm living proof of that. Look at this. And it goes all the way down here. Look, it goes, all my scars go down to here. I've got tubes that came out from me. They sliced me up here. And look at, this is my deepest scar. Can you see that one? Look at that. That goes all the way to the back. And then I've got another one, which is here, another deep cut. This is the very first cut I had when I was 3 weeks old. There's another slice here. I don't know if you can see it. So I'm cut at my back, down to the sides. I've got tubes here and a massive scar in the front of my chest. I'm living proof. I am absolute living proof that the body knows how to fucking heal itself. All I was doing is riding my bike in the healing process, not worrying about it, not stressing out about it. I'm supposed to have a 5th open heart surgery, and this last open heart surgery when I was 31 years old, it was 9 hours long. Anything can happen in 9 hours. Fucking hell, anything could happen in an hour. Blood infection, you know, they might slice something in my heart and then blood everywhere, just blood splatting out. Anything could happen in the 9-hour open heart surgery. They might lose a tool inside of me. You just don't know. But I'm going to have a 5th one at some point in my life. I was hoping to have keyhole surgery, but if I have keyhole surgery, I'll probably only have to be in the hospital for maybe a week or two. And for me, going to the hospital is a vacation from being Annalisa, the mum, the carer, the cleaner, the chauffeur, the cook, and the provider. When I'm in the hospital, people are coming for me, helping me out, giving me food, taking care of me, wiping my ass. So it's like I am on a break when I go to the hospital. People always say keyhole surgery is where they don't have to slice you up, clamp open your chest, open you up, play with your arteries and your heart. Keyhole surgery is just where they cut a little hole and then they go in and maybe snip a couple of things. But it's not possible, not with the congenital heart defect disease that I have. So again, your body already knows what to do. So another example, when I caught COVID, the very first time I caught COVID and I didn't have a jab. I think I only caught COVID once. And I think it was once. I only caught COVID once because I couldn't eat. Everything tasted like metal. I was like vomiting and it was coming out of both ends. And I just remembered it was just real bad. And I thought I was going to die. My chest was hurting me. And I did all of this without having the COVID jab. And at one point, while I was suffering all of those like symptoms, I was thinking to myself, oh my God, maybe I should have had the COVID jab. 7 days done. I'm sorry. I was better. Because all I had to do, you see, something would come into your body. The soldiers in your body will start coming together, analyze what this bitch is inside your body, like cancer or COVID, and go, right, what is the best way that we can handle this shit? So as long as you get out of the way, your body will know what to do because God created the body to heal itself. It has been it's proven. You'll cut yourself when you were a child and the bloody thing just heals. That's why you might have scars on your body, because your body will get cut open, you get sick, but then you heal. All you have to do is get out of the way. Now, over analyzing the situation will create emotional out of alignment to make you even fucking worse. So we'll talk about my notes. Okay, so cancer. Let's talk about that, because somebody emailed me. My best friend Shivi, a lot of you would have known, my best friend Siobhan, she passed away of cancer on the 15th of November. Oh, I think it was last year, but I don't even remember. She passed away of cancer, went to her breast. She found a massive coin, looked like a lump, like a pound coin in her breast. And then because she was so stressed out and all of this shit, it went to her lungs, her kidneys, it went to her fucking brain. It just went everywhere. And people, let me get to it. Cancer. So again, I want to thank Dolores Cannon for I've got all of her books. I love her so much. She gives us so much information. It makes me reprogram my brain, put it that way. It makes me reprogram my brain. Colon cancer or cancer, any type of cancer, is suppressed anger. Everyone taking notes? Or you can watch this again on my YouTube. Any type of cancer is suppressed anger. I don't care whether you hold anger in your brain and you overanalyze the thing that fucked you off or made you upset or made you pissed off. It could be a person, a scenario, a situation. I don't care what it is. If you hold it in your brain, you get brain cancer. If you hold it in your throat, you get throat cancer. You hold it in your chest, in your heart, because you don't want to let it go. You create breast cancer. You hold it in your stomach, or you just feel sick. You create cancer on those parts of your body. It is suppressed anger. I don't want to talk about what happened to me. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about what happened. I'm so angry with this person. I'm so angry with that person. I've forgiven them. Of course I've forgiven them. But I don't want nothing to do with them. Like, this is bullshit. Don't say you've forgiven someone when you didn't, because that seems somewhere down in your heart, you're still thinking at them like you want to knock them out. That's not true. You got to be real to yourself. You got to be true. To thyself be true. That is the saying, isn't it? So again, cancer is caused by suppressed anger. They don't want to talk about it. They hold it in. It could be anger with somebody else or anger with something. You could hold all of these emotions inside you. And when you do, it begins to eat away at you and you start to become sick. Correct? We all have been there. We've all been there, right? Where you hold something and then you have anxiety, you start getting depression, you start putting blocks up because you're afraid you're going to get hurt again. You won't love anyone because the person that you loved before cheated on you and, gave you all of these nasty, things in your body, and you don't trust no one anymore and you got your guard up. It's like living in fight and flight mode is fucking tiring. I'm afraid I'm going to get hurt, so I'm going to put my guard up and I will never love again. And if I do fall in love again, because I really do want to fall in love, I'm going to have my guard up just in case I get hurt. You can't live like that, guys, because you might not wake up tomorrow. Yeah? You might not wake up tomorrow. Now, again, it begins to eat away at you and then you begin to get sick. If you don't let it go, it will get to that point where certain parts of your body are affected in different ways. If you don't let it go, certain parts of the body will be affected in different ways. You need to find out why you're angry. You need to find out why you're pissed off. Why are you holding on to so much garbage and baggage? What do you need to get rid of in your life? I guarantee that half of you in here are still hurting about something that happened to you about 20 years ago. Yeah? It's hard to keep your guard down, Maria. Then keep your guard up. That's up to you. But you know what happens, Maria, when you have your guard up? You are in fight and flight mode. Do you know what fight and flight mode is? Fight and flight mode is where the body goes into fight and flight mode when they're in danger. If I see somebody chasing me with a knife, I'm in fight and flight mode. You either fight and take that person out with a knife. It's either me or you. I'm taking you out. Or you're going to just sit there and do shit. You're going to fight or you're going to run. Fight or run. Fight and flight. You are in that energy. Do you know how much fuel? Your energy alone can light up a whole city for 1 week. And this is a scientific fact, by the way. This is a scientific fact that the energy that we hold inside us could literally light up a whole city for 1 week. Now, can you imagine if you're always consistently in that energy where you're waiting for something to go wrong, where you're waiting for someone to hurt you? You go to work and you're waiting for the attack. Aren't you fucking tired? I needed to hear this, Tinker. You're damn right. That's why I had to do this live. So let go of the garbage. You can't hold on to the garbage. You can't hold on to the fucking baggage. And I'm going to go really deep. I'm going to go down. I'm going to go so deep down inside of your gut. And I'm going to pull out from you right now what you're holding on to, even those who might have been molested by a parent. That's where I'm going. I'm going to go in there. I'm going right into the crevices of your soul where you're trying to hide something or you try to suppress it, because if you don't let that go, it will turn into some form of ailment or illness, and you're going to be really pissed off at me, because when God told me what I had to do in order for me to not have any more karma, I was really upset. I was really angry that it was so simple, the answer, but it was not as easy as I thought it was. So remember, get rid of any garbage, any baggage. You need to look at those demons that are within you that keeps on repeating the same fucking shit. Stop thinking about the same thing. Why are you talking about it? It's like that situation is not even here. I could today continue to look back at what my baby dad did to me when he beat the shit out of me. Yeah, when he cheated on me, and when he did like, I'm on the floor, yeah, and the man's got a broom and he's hit me on my back. And come on. Man down, don't need to hit her with a broom, we're good. And I'm sitting here smiling about it. I'm okay. You did what you did, and I am who I am, and I thank you for that. So thank you for being a pig. Thank you for being an asshole, because you made me who I am today, and I'm going to teach my daughter to be a bad bitch. Anyway, therapy is really good. Seeing a therapist, talking about it. Problem with us is that we don't want to talk about it because someone won't believe me. There are people out in the world that have gone through what you've gone through. You just need to find your soul tribe. You need to talk about it. You can't hold it in, because if you hold it in, you're going to make yourself sick. You need to tell your story, because it's a way of letting it go energetically, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, so your body can heal for another day, to fight another day. So carrying the junk will make you sick. It also will perpetuate karma. Anyone listening to this, it perpetuates karma. Fucking hell. Oh, thank you, Dolores Cannon. God knows I love you. It perpetuates karma. So if you know that your karma is actions, your words, and your deeds, you have to be very mindful of what you think, feel, or say. I said to you in a couple of lives back, you can have your mind full of shit, or you could just be mindful. Be mindful, not mindful. Be mindful, not have your mind full. Okay? Difference there. Because when you let go, you will start to release the illness energy that you're walking around with. When you let go, you won't have to deal with or go through what you have already been through karmically. So, let's just an example for an example. I married my husband. I've never been married, by the way, but this is just an example. I married my husband. My husband cheated on me. I cheated back. It doesn't work like that. Or because you cheated on me, I'm going to cheat on you. What will happen is the husband who cheated on you with this person, she would end up cheating on your husband, and it's going to be a nasty, vicious ass circle. It keeps going round and round the loop until you learn your lesson. That's how it works. That's how karma works. If you don't want to come back and go through the same sort of shit, you've got to let your karma go. You can't hold a grudge, guys. Holding a grudge with somebody, do you think it's affecting their lives? Do you think if I'm angry and upset with somebody over there, do you think they have any idea that I'm upset with them? They're just walking along, living their life, and the only person I'm holding a grudge to this person, the only person that I'm hurting really is myself. So I'm investing all these times, emotions and thoughts on that person who I can't stand, and they're busy walking along life, going on holiday, enjoying themselves, while I'm busy looking at them, being pissed off at them. The only person I'm fucking hurting is my fucking self. It's like, move on and move up. You got to let it go. It's like that, you know, the book of Aaron. Is it book of Aaron's book, where Aaron says, book of Aaron, or in the book it says, the easiest and the quickest way, but not necessarily the easiest way to get rid of karma, is by, you're going to hate this, guys. You're going to fucking hate it. So let me just repeat this. The easiest and quickest, but not necessarily the easiest way. Or shall I say, the quickest, but not necessarily the easiest way to get rid of karma is to... Anybody? Anyone in the room? Does anyone know how to get rid of karma really quickly? Anyone? Say one word. You're not going to like it, guys. Let go. Release. Forgive. Yes. If I could give you gold points, I will. Forgive. Yes. Yes, hon. Yes, all of you are right. Yes. Michelle, Delencia, Jan, Nisi, Tiffany, Blissful, Maria, Mysterious Girl. You are all Sky. You're all right. The quickest way to cleanse off any karma that you are holding onto is to forgive and to let it go. Because if you hold on to it, you're holding on to karma. So you know when you die, you're going to still have that karmic energy attached to you, which means you're going to have to go through the same set of circumstances or the same sort of situation again. And you're going to have to keep repeating this shit. And if you think for 1 second that you've only been in this world one time as you are absolutely so wrong. We have many lives. And people will say, well, how would I know, Anna, if I've been here before? And I would say, do you like a certain way you dress? Is there a certain dress sense? Like some youngsters like to dress up in like the 60s style or the 40s style, or you have an affiliation to Egypt and you don't know why you're drawn to Egypt or Spain or Russia or wherever in the world. You have this, you have this, a need for something, for somewhere else, and this is not you at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, we've had many lives. Sometimes we have flashbacks. Sometimes our children, our children would have, what is that called? You know, when they can't sleep, it's like they have those nightmares, those awful nightmares. And they're like, I dreamt that I was in a boat and I was sinking and the boat was really big, Mum. And I was sinking and the captain died with the ship. And then you're like, that sounds really like Titanic. Maybe because your boy, your son, your daughter had a past life in the Titanic and they're having night terrors. Thank you, Serena, night terrors, where they're having nightmares because they're and then there's like this, there's this thing on Prime, I think it's Prime, where it's called Ghost Inside My Child. It sounds scarier than what it is, but it's like all our little ones, all our young ones, okay? Deja vu, coming through deja vu as well. All our children are having, there was this little girl from Texas, this Caucasian girl, and she was from Texas, and she kept on getting a paintbrush and she kept on writing like this, like a paintbrush, and she kept on doing like Japanese writing. And she was saying to her dad, and this is a Caucasian girl with blue eyes and blonde hair, and she's like, oh, I remember when I lived in China, and the girl's like 4 years old, and you're like, and the dad's like, pardon? I'm Chinese, Dad. No, you're not Chinese. You're from Texas and you have blonde hair and blue eyes. She's like, no, Dad. I was Chinese and she's drawing in Chinese. Past lives. We have past lives. And I am a firm believer that in a past life, I must have hurt somebody. I must have killed somebody in a past life through the heart. Maybe I was like a samurai and then I sliced somebody's heart and I come back in this life and I was like, you know what? I need to have paid back that karma by having open heart surgery in my heart, because I'd rather have open heart surgery than get sliced up by a samurai. Do you know what I mean? It's like There is such intricate design to the universe, and you have to look beyond your nose, because what's in front of you is not it. There is the world of our loved ones on just right here with us. Like, we can't see beyond the veil because we're so egotistical. We're so in the brain. I have to go to work and I have to make money and I have to pay the fucking bills. And when's my next debt coming in? What do the children want to eat? When am I going to do laundry? We are always stuck in the fucking mundane shit. But we never see beyond the surface, do we? We never go in. We always surface level look at everything. You never go within. And how do you go within? Is to go within. Meditation. That's why I tell you to do it. Go inside. So again, the quickest way to heal karma is to forgive. It's not the easiest way. It's not easy. It's not the easiest way by far. It is not the easiest way, but it is one of the quickest way to get rid of any karmic energy from past or past lives that you're still holding on to. The man cheating on me, he beat the living shit out of me, he took my children, I don't like my wife because when we divorced she took the children away. Oh, is that why you got cancer? Yes, I got cancer and they removed it, but for some reason it came back into my brain. Oh, so the cancer moved from your stomach to your brain because you're still not healed. You're still pissed off and angry about it. That sort of thing. So forgive, let go. Hanging on will create more karma. It makes you sick. And if you don't, the only person that you're hurting is yourself. You are more than what you think. Everything, especially in the long run, if you're holding on to a sadness, a hurt, or a pain, or whatever the fuck it is that's just not good for you, you're really going to hurt yourself when you're older. And the one thing you need to do when you're older is get stronger. You need to be stronger as you get older. You don't know what you're doing to your insides when you hold on to the pain, hold on to the sad or bad emotion. Everything I try to release anger doesn't work. You got to keep at it. You got to keep at it, Blissful, because I'll tell you why. You want to teach your children not to be angry or not to hold on. Don't you think that when you hold on to anger and pain, it makes you fucking old? It makes you old really quickly. It makes you so old. It makes you angry. It makes you a miserable shit. And you don't want to hold on to that. You want to be uplifted. You want to be vibrant. You want people to see you hop skipping down the road and going, I want a piece of what the hell she's on, man. What water is she drinking? Because I want a piece of that water. I want some of that water. It's that sort of energy. When you become who you truly are and you surrender your pain, the people that you don't need in your life anymore will fall away from you. I don't care if it's your mum or your dad or your brother or your sister or your auntie or your uncle. If those people are the one that's hurting you, you need to maybe put some healthy distance between the person that's hurting you and keep into your orbit and your energy frequency the people that uplift your soul. Okay? Have people that uplift your soul. Because cancer has a tendency of moving from one part of the body to another. It really does. It really does. And it happened to my best mate. I don't even look at her as my best mate. She's my sister. I've known her since I was 13. We were supposed to die together and that bitch left me sooner rather than later. But, you know, I get it. I get it. I can't be mad at her for too long. But it's like holding on to something will cause it to spread. It will cause it to spread to other parts of your body. Again, like that example I was saying, a man is saying, why are you here? I've got cancer. Can you help my husband? Yeah, okay, what's going on? I talk to the husband and the husband says, well, I'm really angry at my wife. I'm angry at my wife because she took the kids. And then I'm like, okay, well, you holding on to that is going to cause you. I am doing readings today later on after this talk. It will cause you to hold on to grudges and burdens and blocks. And then you will hurt your physical body. Your body talks to you. So when you are not well and you need to sleep and rest, listen to your body. Your body is fucking talking to you. When your body is in pain, your body is trying to talk to you. Fucking listen to it. Listen to it. I've been angry and mad. Oh, Tashia. Is it Tashia? We'll talk about that in a second. She says, I've been angry and mad at myself because of it. Do you know, it's all good forgiving everyone else. That's fucking amazing. Forgive everyone that hurt you. Let it go. Who cares? Don't live in the past. Don't live in that spot in time. Keep it moving. Do you know what happens when you don't forgive yourself? That's even worse than you not forgiving someone else. Forgive someone else is good. But if you don't forgive yourself, you really, really are screwing yourself up physically, mentally, spiritually. You really are messing yourself up. The first person that you have to forgive, even whether you're the victim or the culprit, you have to forgive yourself. You have to forgive yourself first. And I'm not talking about, oh, I forgive you, and then look in the mirror and then go, you stupid prick. I'm talking about fucking forgive yourself. If you can't forgive yourself, then there is no point in forgiving someone else. Sorry, there's no point. So, get back to the man and his wife. I hate my wife because when we got a divorce, she took the children away from me and I can't fucking stand her. And I say to this guy, well, you got to heal. You got to let this person, forgive this person. Yeah, but then if I forgive her, that means she's won. And I go, oh, right. So that's how you're looking at, okay, if you don't forgive her, then she's going to kill you. She's going to kill you because you allowed her to make you sick and now you got cancer and the cancer spread, and because you didn't forgive her and you didn't release it and now you're dead. I don't know. Which one looks better? Which one is better? I can forgive this woman for taking my children away, and I can be so fucking egotistical and be like, I'm not going to forgive her because if I forgive her, that means she's won. No, it means you live to fight another day. It means that she hasn't killed you emotionally, energetically, spiritually. You've forgiven her because I can't do it anymore. I forgive you. I'm done. You know, thank you for giving me my children. My children know where I am, so they'll know where I am, and when they're ready, they'll come and talk to me, and that's okay. It's one or the other. You can either stay in the energy of hatred and anger, or you could just be like, you know what, I can't do this anymore. Aren't you bored of repeating the same old story? Now, I done a reading for a client, and I can't remember her name because I read for thousands of people. And as I'm doing a reading for her, because her daughter, I read her daughter, and she liked the way I read for her. So she said, I want you to give a reading for my mum. And I will always remember this story because it was so, it's not something I can forget when I connect to a loved one on the other side. Now, as I was reading for this woman's mum, her dad came in. So the grandfather. So this woman that I'm reading for, her father came into my energy. And as I'm reading for her, he made me say to his daughter, could you tell her that I'm sorry? And I said, look, your father's here and he wants to talk to you. And bearing in mind, I don't know what the middleman is. I just have to communicate with the soul on the other side, and I have to communicate with you, and you have to take what I'm saying and you have to fill the pieces in together. I'm going to just tell you what I see, what I feel, and what I hear from your loved ones on the other side. So this man comes in and he said, I would like to speak to my daughter. And I said to her, your father's here and your father wants to talk to you. And the first thing he's saying, I'm sorry. I have absolutely no idea what this man has done. Absolutely no idea. And he said, please just tell her I'm sorry. And I said, he's telling me to tell you that he can see clearly now on the other side what he did. That he didn't know what he was doing when he was here in the physical world. When he left his physical body and he died and he went through the other side and he had his life review and he saw through the eyes of his children, through his wife, his colleagues, his family, his friends, the strangers that he came across in his life. He saw the pain that he had caused. So for him, to you, he said to you, you don't have to forgive me. You can be as angry with me as you want to be. But I need to tell you I am sorry and I will watch over you from over here. I could see that she started to get her guard up a little bit. And then she said, well, my father hurt me, molested me. And I went, okay, that's why he said that you don't have to forgive me, but I am sorry. And you can be as mad as me as you like. Be as mad as me, be as mad as you want at me as you need to be. I don't care, but I need to tell you that I am sorry. Because when you cross over to the other side, what happens is you have a life review, and you will look through the person's eyes. You will be that person. You would feel the emotions. So if you are my child and I'm going, you fucking little shit, I become you. I feel your pain. I feel the pain of my words. I feel the slaps that you give me. I feel it. I become you, and I start to feel your pain, and I feel like shit. Now, I had to go through that from 0 to 31 years old when I was in the hospital. I had to look through the eyes of the people that I hurt, from my mother to the stranger on the street when I was a little girl and I was like in a little gang and I was trying to bully people because I wanted to be a part of the clique. I was the bully and then I was the bullied. You know, you have to experience in life, right? Everything in life to know the fucking answers. And that's what happened with me. It gave us some sort of relief, because he finally understood what he did to his child. And you have to be careful with your children, guys. And I'm still learning. I'm a mum too, and I'm still learning. Sometimes I say shit to my daughter and I'm going, idiot, you already knew better. Why did you say that? And straight away, I'm going to my daughter and I'm like, babe, I'm really sorry. And then she's like, whatever, mum, I'm not ready for it. Okay, fine, but I'm really sorry. I have to apologize because I don't want to wake up. I don't want her to wake up and I died and then she's going to feel sad about it. I need to go to bed without holding no fucking grudges. I've been bullied too. When I was like a little kid in school, I wanted to be with the cool girls and they were like bullies and I wanted to chill with them. And I was like, no, I don't know about this. But I was one of those when I was in school. And then I became somebody that was ganged up on and bullied because of the color of my skin and because my hair was curly. And I was like, what the fuck? So I get it. I had to be both of these people. I had to be. So remember that we have a life contract. Everybody has come in here for a purpose. We all have a purpose here. There is a purpose for us to be on this God's green earth. We all came here with a plan, a soul contract. And when I do a soulmate reading, I can see how people are connected. My brother is my karmic twin. So in another life, and I think me and my brother were married to each other in a past life. Because I tell you now, I could wring his fucking neck. But he is younger than me. He's an Aries. I'm a Capricorn. But I can feel. And my daughter used to be my sister in a past life. My mum I used to be my mum's mum in a past life. And we all come together as a soul on the other side. And we all say to each other, you know, I didn't really do so good as your mum. I didn't do so good as your sister though. No, I didn't do so good as your husband. How about we switch roles? This time I'm going to be the sister. You're going to be the mum. I'm going to be the husband. You're going to be the brother. And we're going to do it all over again. And let's see if we can fucking learn from each other this time round. The beautiful design of life. The beautiful design of it. And we all have a contract. And when you have a near-death experience, or when you have that meditation experience where you go so deep in and you go into the Akashic records and you see what you come here to do, you're going to be like, shit, I've been wasting my time like doing this job. So my point is, we're all here to do something really important. We've all contracted to meet violent people, loving people, people who are ignorant, narcissistic, because we teach them something, they teach us something. We are all teachers to each other. We teach each other something. I don't care if you're in my life for 1 minute. I don't care if you're in my life for 3 minutes. So today, I went out. I went to Westfield here in Stratford. And I went to go to this Italian restaurant. And I'm sitting there and I'm eating by myself because I went to go and return my daughter's shoes. And I could see this couple across the way. I could see a couple sitting next to me and they look so lovely. They look so lovely. And I could hear my guides and my angels going, why don't you pay for their meal? And I was like, yeah, I'm going to pay for their meal. So I go to the counter and I say to the man, has table 53 paid for their bill? And they were like, no. I was like, okay, I want to take care of the bill. And the man goes to me, do you know them? And I was like, no. You don't know them? No. And you want to pay for their bill? Yes. Wow. Okay, cool. I did that because it makes me feel so good. It makes me feel good to gift people. I love that. It just makes me feel good. I don't care whether it makes you feel good. It just makes me feel fabulous. It makes me feel good. So I paid for the bill and I walked away. It's just something that I I like to give back to the universe. I like to give back to the souls. I can't help myself. I do it. I do that. I do it. I see a homeless person on the street, I'm going to the cash point and I'm taking out money and I'm giving it to that person because I know when I get home, I have a roof over my head and I've got food in my fridge and this man is sleeping on the street in the rain. I'm sure £20 will do something. Yeah, I wish it was more, but that's just what I do. It makes me feel good. I don't care if it makes you feel good. If it makes you feel good, lovely. But it's about me. When I gift to someone else, it makes me feel amazing. It raises my vibration. It makes me feel so good to help those who need something, just something. And you know what I have done? A ripple effect. Those people are going to go, that woman with the hat, why would she pay for our meal? That's so lovely. That's a great act of kindness. You know what? We should do that for somebody. It's a ripple effect. I'm a teardrop in a massive ocean of people. And if I could do one act of kindness to help somebody and that person is going to open up their heart, I've done my job. And that's why I do what I do. Now, really digressing here, aren't I? So we all have a life contract. So we have to try to do the best that we can do. Any karma that you feel that you owe with someone and somebody is treating you or mistreating you in your family, visualize the karmic contract that you have with your boss. So your boss is an a-hole. Oh, who am I kidding? Your boss is an asshole. He's narcissistic, he's a pig, he's a prick. You know, he's just all of these things. Fine. Love and light his ass. Visualize the karmic contract between you and your boss and rip that contract up and throw it away. Visualization is so important. I'm getting into that as well. So, tear up any karmic contracts that you have. I break the chains that bind me from this soul. I send them away with love and light. But I don't want nothing to do with them. They already taught me what I needed to know. And what they taught me, this boss has taught me not to be anything like them. Narcissistic, ignorant, and arrogant. Because ignorance and arrogant together, oh no, I don't want anyone near me like that because I will get drained. So tear up that contract, let it go, and do anything good that will counteract somebody that's doing something bad. Always do a good deed for someone. Even if it's just hold the door or throw out a smile or go, how are you doing today? My daughter's like, Mum, please shut up. Why are you talking to everyone? And I'm like, because it's really good to, talk. She's like, no, it's not. It's so annoying, Mum. You're so annoying. You have to talk to everyone that you see. And I'm like, hey, how are you? Are you having a good day? And my daughter's going, oh, God. And then she'll stand like away from me and she's like, what the fuck? And I'm like, it's good to talk, honey, and I will rub off on you one day. So doing anything good will counteract anything that you deem as bad. Okay? So cut them loose, tell them to go with love and light. Don't focus on it. If you do, you will win. If you let go and you let love, you will win all the time. Anytime you do a good deed for you, do you know it comes back to you 10 times more? When you do a good deed for someone, a stranger, somebody that's homeless, I'm telling you right now, when you do a good deed for someone, you will be blessed tenfold. And I don't do it to be blessed tenfold. I told you already, I do it because it makes me feel so fucking good. To help someone that needs help. No one is paying attention to them. There's a homeless man on the street. Everyone's ignoring him. And I'm like, that's my brother right there. And everyone's just walking past him. So I'm going to take some coins out. If I have it, I'm going to take some notes out. And I'm going to like, here you go. Sometimes I even say to them, come with me to McDonald's and let's go and get you something. What do you want? Buy like 3 burgers and 3 chips and get some drink for later on tonight. And they're like, no, I just want an apple pie. And I'm like, no, get more. I can't help it. And I always do this because I remember I have a roof over my head. Thank you, God. I have clean water. Thank you, God. Oh my God. When I went to the Philippines, because my mum is from the Philippines, I have cousins that live next to a dumping site. I have cousins that live, they're so poor, next to a dumping site. And that made me feel sick to my stomach. Because I've got so much to talk about. I'm so sorry, guys. So much to talk about. We'll talk about them as well. We'll talk about my cousins as well later on. So to simplify everything, forgive, Don't hold on to anything because it makes you ill. Give from your heart because you will get blessed. You will have the blessings. Yes, I believe in Jesus. There you go. Do not hold grudges. Do not seek revenge. Do you understand? It is tiring. It is pointless. And if you are going to seek revenge on somebody that hurt you, it will just come back to you. And then, you know those movies like with racism? You killed my brother, I'm going to kill your brother. And then the other one's coming back, I'm going to kill your mum, and then you're going to kill my mum. Or if you kill my mum, I'm going to kill your dad, and then you can kill my dad, and then I'll kill your sister, and then maybe you can kill my sister, and then, you know, maybe at the end of all of it, when we've killed all of our families, maybe then we might kill each other. What is the point? What is the point? There is no point. There's no point of this shit. Let it go. Let it go. Why are you here, El Rey? Bye. You're clearly a gangster, and you probably love to do the things what I'm saying. Don't be here if you don't want to be here. People like to come onto my page and say their comment. Don't be here. Why are you here? You're clearly a fan. Okay. So, as I was saying, an eye for an eye, don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. An eye for an eye. Okay, so that person killed my child, so I'm going to take your child. And these are the children that are innocent in all of this. So, okay, so I killed your brother. You're going to kill my brother, who knew nothing about this, who's completely innocent in all of this. But you're going to go and take his life because, you know, this one took your life. This one took your brother's life. It makes no sense to me. That's why I believe humans are the worst kind of predators on earth. The fact that we kill our own, another human being is beyond me. It makes no fucking sense. It doesn't make no sense to me. We are the worst predators, human beings. Because if we can kill animals, we kill animals anyway, but we kill our own kind. We are like the worst of the species. It's really bad. So bad. So, no good to hold grudges. No good for revenge. It doesn't make anything better. It just gets worse. And at some point, we're all going to take each other out. This is why there is war here. There's too much war on earth. It's like we haven't evolved. But have you noticed that during the past couple of years, everyone is getting more spiritual? Have you noticed that? Everyone is getting a bit more spiritual. They're now going out of their religion and they're trying to find God and everything else, just not just in the pages of a book. They're actually expanding their energy and starting to meet people. They're starting to go out there, you know, doing helping people who are less fortunate than themselves. God is in everything and in everyone. It's not in the God is not in the pages of a book. The divine source is not just in the pages of a book. And I've got so much still to cover. Did you know that the material things, we're going to talk about manifestation, because I'm just answering the emails to 1,000 people that has messaged me asking about manifestation, asking me about cancer, asking about all of this karma stuff. And I'm just replying back to you. So did you know that material things is the easiest things to create? Did you know that? Dolores Cannon. Did you know that to manifest something like material things, money, the house, the home, it is the most easiest thing to manifest, material stuff. Now, the reason for this is because this is the law of the universe. The law of the universe. You've got the law of a couple of things, but this is the law of the universe. This is what we're talking about, the law of the universe. And it means that we're here to create here in the physical world. When the law of the universe, when you're here in the physical plane, you are here to understand and learn how it works and how to use it, how to use the law. Oh, my niece is here. Hi, honey. You have to learn how to use the law of the universe. The law of the universe is to help you to create the material. I want you to know that this is a fucking fact. And I'll tell you why. And I swear, because I'm very passionate about it. I am somebody who lived on £30 a week to look after my daughter, to help my mum, to pay bills, to pay food. I had no money. No money. At one point, I had no money to feed my kid. and I would never tell anyone. I never told any of my family that I had no money to feed my daughter. So I would take my little £30 and I'd make sure I buy food specifically for my daughter. And then I won't eat as long as my child is eating. And my daughter would say to me, Mum, have you eaten? I'll go, yeah, I'm good. I'm full. And I haven't had anything to eat. But I always gave up anything that I had for my child. So we are in a universe where we're supposed to manipulate the energy so we can manifest the things that we want in life. I know this to be true because I'm sitting here, I have my own business in my house, yeah, talking to 160 people, and I didn't believe it was possible. No, not me. Not me. I believe in God, but thank you very much because I died and I shouldn't have been here. Open heart surgery, but thank you. 9805, 98.5. I believe in God, so thank you very much. Now, with the law of the universe, once you understand how it works, how you manipulate and use it, the main reason why we're here on earth is to learn how to manipulate the energy of the universe. That's why we're here. Have you ever thought of something so badly and then all of a sudden it came to you? It happens to me all the time. Back in the day when I never believed in any of this stuff, I started to see that it started to come true. I just had an email from somebody earlier on that said, Annalisa, you know your mantra that you told everyone? I don't chase money, I attract money. I don't chase money, I attract money. I say it all day, every day when I wake up during the course of my day. She said to me, as soon as I started doing that, Anna, and you were right, because you said it for 2 weeks. They say it 28 days straight. After 2 weeks, instead of getting bills and debts, I started receiving money. And I could not believe it. And I had bare emails of people going, Anna, I've been doing your mantras, I got a pay rise. Anna, I've been doing your mantras, I won the lottery. Anna, I've been doing your mantras, and then all of a sudden I got money from the government. I cannot believe, I mean, I do believe it, but I'm so happy that you guys have messaged me to confirm that this shit is real. You don't even have to put any emotions or feelings into it. Just say the words because you're casting the spell. I don't chase money, I attract money. I don't chase money, I attract. I even made up my own shit. I even said things like, I'm a magnet to health, love, money, and happiness. I'm a magnet to health, money, love, and happiness. That's what I would say every day. Healthy am I, happy am I, holy am I. Healthy am I, happy am I, holy am I. That's what I say all day. It's like these mantras that I say all day, every day. When I wake up, that's the first thing I do. As I'm making my bed, I say these mantras. So the main reason why we're here is to learn how to manipulate the energy of the universe. Everything is made up of energy. Everything. And once you learn how to manipulate the energy, then you can create anything that you want. One of the main reasons we're here on earth, again, is to learn how powerful we actually are. Now, for those of you who believe in God, the God source, or something of a higher power, the source of love, I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's Buddha or Jesus or Muhammad or Krishna or Shivna or any of these ascended masters. I don't care, because they're all teachers of love. Now, when you have learned that you are a magnet and we're all a divine spark of God's source, that means we're all a bunch of gods walking on earth. Yes, Muhammad is an ascended master. Please know that my brother is a converted Muslim and has been for 20 years. So I have a brother, blood brother, who is Muslim. My father is a Jehovah's Witness. My cousin is UCKG Church. My mum was a Christian or a Catholic. And you put all those people who have that religion in one room and they're all fighting themselves because they're all fighting each other because they're saying my religion is better than yours. You're going to hellfire, da 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 da. And I'm sitting there going, all religions are supposed to lead to love. So why the fuck are we fighting? Why are we in war? We're all brother and sisters. Hello? But you believe what you want to believe in. What's right for you is right for you. At the end of all of this, when I die, I'm not taking you. I'm not taking your actions, your words, and your deeds. Just to let you know. Don't take your... That's fine. I don't take your actions, your words, and your deeds. I take my actions, my words, and my deeds. God governs all of us. God, the creator of heaven and earth, governs all of us. The God that I believe in is of love. And he's not going to send you to hellfire because you have not done your washing or your cleaning, or because you didn't pray today. The God that I know is the God that loves me, whether I'm good. My daughter, like, I'm a mum, and if my daughter was to hurt somebody or to kill somebody, I'm sorry, but I still love my daughter same way. I'm not going to penalize and punish my child for her wrong deeds. She will be judged for that, but I still love her anyway. That's how I feel God is with us. We're going to make mistakes because we're human. We will make mistakes because we're human. But remember, before you became human, you're a soul that came into the human vessel to have a human experience. So that's what I believe in. And I respect all religions, all of them. Learn how powerful you are, how to manipulate the energy. Physical things are the most easiest things to create. It is harder to have emotional satisfaction because you could be a billionaire and still be fucking miserable. So, like, money, like the monetary value stuff, it means jack shit. Because when you die, you are not going to take your £1 billion mansion in heaven with you. Now, are you? So it doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. We all come into the world with nothing. Some of us are blessed because we're parents who are millionaires. Good for you. But you ask those people, are you happy? Oh, yeah, you got the big house and you got 20 cars, but they're never fucking happy. It's because it's easy to have physical things and manifest physical things. That's the easiest thing to manifest. It ain't easy to manifest the emotional stuff. You could be a millionaire and you could be miserable as hell. I have cousins who are so poor in the family, and me and my family try to help them as much as we can. And I'm telling you, my cousins who are in the Philippines working 13 hours for £1, they look younger than me, they got a beautiful tan, and they're always happy. And I never understood it. These people are poor. They have to work 13 hours in the blistering heat for £1. £1! And they're smiling at me like their life is so cool. And you think if they end up sick, they need to go and pay to go to the hospital. We don't have that here in the UK. We're very lucky here in the UK. Very lucky. That's all taken care of already when, go to work. But all I'm saying is I look at my cousins and I look at these people who live on £1 a day and they look younger than me and they look so fucking happy. And then you got us. All we're doing is working to live. I work. I was born to work and then pay my bills. That's not why we're here. God loves us so much. And he's like, find your passion. Find the thing that you love to do. Don't let anyone hold you back and do it. Live your life. Live your best life, because you might not wake up tomorrow. I might not wake up tomorrow. So I'm not going to give a shit about what anyone thinks about me, what anyone feels about me. If you don't like me, love and light to you. Come off my page. You don't need to be near me. It's all good. It's all okay. Don't worry about it. Love your brother. See you on the other side. That's the way I see it. Excuse me, guys. I have a delivery. Thank you. Sorry, guys. Sorry. So again, remember that we can manipulate anything here on earth. It's so easy to create physical things. It's the emotional stuff that we can't manifest. Like I said, you could have all the money in the world, but you're never ever going to be happy if you're not going inside. But in order for you to create the thing that you want, what everybody seems to be missing in the law of creation and manifestation, and God is saying to you, I put you on earth so you can manifest the things that you want. The problem is, where everyone goes wrong is that you just don't know what you want. So when you manifest something, the first thing that you have to know is, what is it that you want? What do you want? Start off as simple or as small as you want, or go big or go home. And I'm going to tell you how I manifest. Okay, how I do my manifestations. You might find a different way, then do it. You always have to do what's right for you and what feels good to you. Don't have to do what I say. You don't have to do what anyone says. You find your own way. You are more powerful. Yes. You are powerful. You are from water. Honey, look what you just said. Who said that? Mama. It's so funny that you said that, because look, water bottle, love, health, happiness, abundance, or something better. It's funny that you say that, because you can manifest with water. I'm in the kitchen, and I tell you guys, I'm speaking to my water, and my daughter is like, "Are you talking to your glass of water, Mum?" And I'm like, "Yeah, because everything is alive." And I'm going to my water. "Hello, water, I love you. Please heal my physical body. And please send me what I need. Send me this, send me that, send me this. Make sure I'm healed. Help me to be the best person that I can be. Please and thank you in love and light." And then I drink it. I talk to my water. Why can't I talk to my water? When I eat my food, I say, "God bless the hands that made the food. Amen." Even though I'm the one who cooked it and I'm eating it. Why not? Why can't I say that? If you can bless your food before you eat it, why can't I bless my water? And they say to manifest, hold the bottle of water, set your intentions, and just be like, every time I take a drink of you, you're going to remind me that I'm going to get my Range Rover and my 20-bedroom house with like 5 bedrooms, and I'm going to be live by the beach and the ocean. And you're going to send me my Viking, who is 6'2" with tattoos and is well endowed, spiritually inclined, and loves my daughter like she is his own. Why not? At the end of the day, what do you have to lose by doing that silly thing that takes 10 minutes, 5 minutes? What do you have to lose? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. You've got nothing to lose. So you have to first know, before you start manifesting, what you want. Because everyone has a tendency to manifest, "I really want the 5-bedroom house. I really want to know what this is. I really want this, and I really want that. And I really want to heal, and I really want..." Like, put some energy and emphasis and thought and feeling into the thing that you're manifesting. And I want to tell you the most important thing about manifesting, guys. And some people are so amazing at it. Some people are really shit at it. But you have to keep going and you try. When you manifest the thing that you want, be it a house, a relationship, the health, the money, you have to visualize it. Visualization is so imperative. Everything starts with a thought, a dream. You have some things that you really, really want, or some things that you really, really need. You have to pay attention to what it is, but you have to be able to see it in your thoughts, because remember, everything starts off as a thought. You think this pen became a pen before it was a pen? No. Yes, details are a must. Lilith, you know this, girl. You know this. Details is a must. So when you visualize your car, visualize what color the seats are. It's black leather, and I can feel the leather. I can even smell the leather. I can even hear the engine when I step on the gas. Like, you've got to visualize everything. When you visualize your 10-bedroom house, every corner of the house has just got nice marble. I can see the carpet, and I can see the fiber in the hairs in the carpet. I can see that there's a picture on the left wall, on the right wall, and at the back there's the swimming pool and the trees. Like, visualization is everything. It's a must. So do you know what I do? I actually have a vision board in my bedroom. I have a vision board. So I cut out like the car, the 20-bedroom house, swimming pool in the back, jungle in the front, a driveway. I really need a driveway, guys. I need a driveway, please. Swimming pool, you name it. Dresses, holidays, the way it looks, the way it smells. Visualization is so important. You have to think it. Everything starts out as a thought. So before the pen became, whoever created this pen was like, you know what, I need something where I can write things down. What is it called? What would it be called? How would I manifest it? What would it look like? What color should it be? So you have to really, really, really put some sort of emphasis and thought into the thing that you're manifesting. When you put more details, oh my God, you will. Meditation, Empress. Meditation. And tell your guides to come in. You know, it doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter whether you're religious or you're not religious, or what religion you follow. It doesn't matter whether you're black or white, or whether you're a woman or a man. We are all born in with guardian angels and guides and your loved ones on the other side. All you have to do is give them permission to help you. Start off with something small. Help me find my keys, if you really exist. Get me a parking space, if you really exist. And they will always, always help you. If you exist, make my husband call me in about 20 minutes time. Let it go. Don't think about it. That's what happened to one of my colleagues. She's like, you know, Anna, I'm of a different faith of you. And we're not really supposed to be believing in like angels. And I'm like, And then she's like, but I said, if my guardian angels exist, can you please make my husband call me in 10 minutes? And she goes, and by the way, my husband only calls me when there's an emergency. 10 minutes later, my husband called me. And I said to my husband, why are you calling me? And he goes, I just felt like I had to. Give permission to your angels. Give permission to your guides to step in and help you. Don't think about it. Surrender, release, and let it go. And watch them take care of you. Watch how they take care of you. So, details are important when you create it. See it, feel it, hear it, smell it. Put as much detail into this picture as you can. It has to happen like that because this is the law of the universe. When I was in my teenage years, I used to say in my prayers, God, just bless me with whatever you think I deserve. I didn't really get much, to be fair, because it was not the way to manifest. That was not the way to manifest. But I would say to God, look, I think I'm undeserving. I don't think I'm a good person. I think I'm quite bad. I think I'm a horrible person. I'm very impatient, and just give me whatever you think I deserve. And I think God was looking at me going, you idiot, just tell me what you want so I can give it to you. And I didn't know that until I had my near-death experience. I didn't realize that to manifest, you got to think it, feel it, say it, feel it, smell it, taste it and touch it like you already have it. And then watch how everything just falls into place. Now, how everything is created is you send out the thought, you send out the dream, you send out exactly what it is. It goes into the other dimension. It goes into heaven. It goes into the area of creation where it is tweaked a little bit. They tweak it, whatever it is. And then what happens is it is then made into reality. Let's talk about my business. Do you think I had a business 15 years ago? I didn't have shit. I was on benefits. They told me I shouldn't work because of my congenital heart disease. They told me you don't have to work, Anna, because of your condition here in the UK and you can get benefits. And all I was thinking is, but I have eyes, I have arms, and I have legs. I have all my limbs. Why would I not work? I think I'm healthy. So do you think I listened to that? No, I worked. I did 12-hour shifts. I did 40-hour shifts. I did all the jobs under the sun. I did not work and I did not use my health as an excuse to not work. Sorry, I have my legs. There are some people out there who have no legs and they're still going to work. There are some people out there who have no hands and they're still going to work. So if I have all my limbs and I'm still moving and I can move and I'm working, I'm breathing, I've got eyes. Some people who are blind are still working and I have eyes to see with. I'm sorry, but I'm going to work. Okay? It's as simple as that. You don't work, you don't get. Now, your prayers, your dreams, your manifestations, the thing that you're manifesting goes into the other dimension, and then the universe will tweak it a little bit, and then they will put it into your reality. Now, when I was talking about my business, I'll tell you what happened 15 years ago. My guides came to me and I wasn't really sure about the guides. I was still testing them out. They were blatantly punching me in my face, showing me all signs of synchronicities about all the things I'm asking for. And I'm going, that is a coincidence. But then there's a part of me that's like, yeah, but that's really weird though, because I've asked for 5 things and then it came true. Now, don't say to your guides and your angels, in order for me to know that you guys exist, I would like to see 7 crows, 2 doves, 5 butterflies, which is black, white and pink. I need to see 3 to 4 rainbows by Saturday. No. It could happen, but don't do that. People are like, Anna, do you know what? I've said I wanted this, that and the other. And I didn't see anything. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what exactly did you ask for? And they're like, well, I said I wanted to see like 5 butterflies, 3 crows, 2 doves, 5 elephants, 2 rainbows before Saturday. And I'm like, fucking hell. Just fucking ask for something easy, man. A pink elephant. How about that? Where do you see a pink elephant every day? And then she goes on the phone and she's like, oh my God, I went on my phone and I saw a pink elephant. It was an advertisement. There you go. There you go. Somebody was saying to me, I asked my guides for a feather, and Anna, the way they showed me this feather was fucking unreal. Like, this is one for the fucking books, yeah? One for the books. I'm like, what? How did the feather come to you? It's so standard that you'll see a feather walking on the street, or you'll be sitting in your garden and then a feather will come and yeah, that's all standard. You might even be in your kitchen and there ain't no pillows in there, and then all of a sudden there's a feather. That's even weird. You might go into your car and then you see a feather in your car, and how the hell did that get here? There's no pillows in here. But this person was saying to me, I went to the aquarium. Now, oh my God, they went to the aquarium and there was a feather on the floor. No, this is what they said to me. Okay, this is the story. This man went to the aquarium. He said to his angels, his guides, and his loved ones, I need to see a feather. Show me a feather in the weirdest kind of way. So he goes to the aquarium with his mate and their kids. I can't remember the story completely, but I'll tell you the main brunt of it, the actual story of it. I'm standing in the aquarium looking at all the fishes and all the sharks and all the stuff. And as these animals starts to separate, I see a feather in the tank, like this. It's a white feather in the tank. And I can see a feather. And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm telling my friend, is that a fucking feather? Because I fucking asked for it. And it's in the tank. It's in a tank where there are sharks and jellyfish and all that shit. And all these different fishes. And he says, I see a feather just in the water. And it's going right down to the ground. I mean, come on. So when you want something specific, don't say I want it by Saturday, yeah? I want 10 turtle doves, 3 French hens, and a partridge and a pear tree before Saturday. Just simplify it. Simplify it where it's a communication between you and your loved ones and your guides. Tell them what you want and wait. Wait for it. And you'll get it, okay? But don't do that. Don't do that. So, sending out the thought, sending out the feeling, goes into the dimension, and then it will come back here into the physical world. So remember, the physical things are easy to attain because it is one of the laws of the universe. The law of abundance. That's what it's called. The law of abundance. And what do I say to everyone here? It is our birthright as the children of the divine to have abundance in this life. We're not meant to suffer. Those children out there who have no home, who are not eating, who have no clean water, to me, I can't understand how that is even possible when abundance is for everyone. Abundance is here for absolutely all the souls walking on earth. So that homeless person who needed a drink of water, and I'm like, get free burgers, get free chips, get some nuggets, and get free drinks so you can have like your breakfast, your lunch, and your dinner today. At least there's one thing I can do for today. There is a gift for that person. You will always be enough. You will always have enough. You don't ever need to compare your situation to someone else's. You don't even need to say, this is what I said at the beginning. So lessons of the self. You're asking me about Dolores Cannon. So before I started this whole thing, I did say I want to give a big shout out to Dolores Cannon for this information that I've received. Because I've been doing my research forever. I've been reading Dolores Cannon from break of dawn. So what I read from her, some people don't know how to read. So I read and then I give you the information. So everything is from Dr. Joe Dispenza, Dolores Cannon, Dr. Brian Wise, yes, Dolores Cannon, and my own personal experiences. Don't worry about everyone else. Don't worry about what level everyone else is in, because remember, some of us are on grade 10, some of us are on grade 1, some of us are still walking. I know that I was sleepwalking through life for about 15 years. Anyone else? I was sleepwalking through life 15 years, autopilot, wake up in the morning, go to work, do the same shit every day, come home and cook for my child. Then I go to bed, wake up again and do the same fucking scenario. It's like autopilot. You're fucking robot. You need to do something different every day. Every day. You are on autopilot. Matrix. You are literally plugged into the matrix. That's why when you go to sleep, we leave our body and we go to the other side. The soul doesn't need to rest. The physical body has to have a rest. Not the soul, just the physical body. There's always going to be enough in the world for everyone, because it is the law of abundance. It is here for everybody. What you want to be able to create is anything. And remember, material is the easiest things to create. So again, don't worry about anybody else. Just use visualization. It's really important. Objects, jobs, whatever it may be, visualize that job that you want. Now, I had a vision. So I was sitting in my kitchen 15 years ago, and all of a sudden I heard my guides say to me, my guides are, so my brother, Enrique Suave over there, he drew these pictures for me. These are my guides, okay? My best friend is my guide. They talk to me all day, every day. These are my guides, okay? Jesus Christ is my guide. Buddha, Krishna, Muhammad. They are all my guides. They all come into my meditation. They all tell me something about love. They all tell me what to say, and I say it. And if it feels right and it feels good to you and it resonates with your soul, then my brother, my sister, you're hearing the same messages as me. So remember that your attention goes where everything flows, where your attention goes. So feel it, think it, say it, materializes in heaven, and then it will make its way here to the physical world. Everything will happen on a mental level before it manifests on a physical level. You can change your free will. If you know you're going to do something stupid and you know it's going to be bad and the results could be bad, don't do it. You know what's right from wrong. You know. So, whether it's the job, whether it's health, whatever it is, visualize it. Visualize what you desire and fill it in. Fill it in with minute details, and then be patient, because it takes divine timing. People will say, well, if I'm manifesting this, that, and the other, and I want my big house, and I have to do that, and I have to do all the hard work. I have to do all the hard work. I've got to go to work, and I've got to do this, and I've got to do that. That's part of it. That's part of it. But you don't have to work your ass off. You just have to believe that what you are manifesting is already in the now. Because there's no such thing as yesterday, and there's no such thing as tomorrow. Is there? There's no such thing as tomorrow. Tomorrow isn't here yet. Am I looking back at the past? What's the point? It's not like I can get into a time machine and change anything. So what exactly do we have? We have the present moment, here and now. This is what we have right now, the present. That's why it's called the present. It's a gift. It's a gift. So be in the moment. Be in this now. People always say I have to work hard. That means to get what I want. No, it doesn't work like that. Get rid of the fear. Get rid of the when, where, or how. Your only job, my sisters and brothers, is to just manifest and focus on the thing that you want, and put so much detail in it. Put details in the thing that you want to manifest. See it, feel it, breathe it, taste it, touch it. What does it feel like? What's it going to look like? Visualize it, and then you will have it sooner rather than later. Because what you're doing is, if you believe that you already have the thing that you're manifesting, you're not going against the grain. You're going with the flow. Draw it, 100%. Even draw it. Get rid of the energy of fear. Do you know fear is a bullshit fucking lie? It's delusion. It's fake. It's not real. Fear comes from the ego, the mind. The mind. There ain't no such thing as fear. Fear is for entertainment purposes only. No such thing as fear. Fear is for entertainment purposes only. Don't feed into the news. I don't watch the news. I think the news is fucking disgusting. I think it's toxic. And I think when they go on the news, they fucking tell you what you want to hear. So it's fear mongering. It's like, oh, the world's going to come to an end. Or there's going to be a big bomb that's going to hit, blah, blah, blah. I am not feeding into the fear. I'm going to feed into the energy of love rather than fear. I'm going to raise my own vibration so the world can feel my energy of love instead of the energy of fear. Fear is just for entertainment purposes. It's only in your head. It's all up in the head. So fear isn't real. It's not real. There is only love and fear, and you can't flow from both of those sides. You can only flow from either love or fear. Which one are you flowing from? Which wolf are you feeding? That analogy. Are you feeding the wolf of fear, or are you feeding the wolf of love? Which one do you feed? You tell me. I don't know you. You know me, but I don't know all of you. Which wolf are you feeding? The energy wolf of fear or the energy wolf of love? When you feed fear, fear is under the bandwidth, covers illness, worry, money, stress, depression, anxiety, all of that shit. That's what fear governs. The relinquishing your power. That's what fear governs. I can't leave my wife. I can't leave my husband, even though they cheated on me, even though they're violent to me because they said they was going to kill me, because if I leave, they're going to kill me. Relinquishing your power. It goes that deep. Do not relinquish your power and do not give in to the fear. No one is allowed to make you feel like you are not worthy. Who the fuck do you think you are to talk to me like that and make me feel that I'm not worthy? Oh, you're a teacher, aren't you? You're a teacher because you're a bit of a narcissistic prick. And you're in my life to teach me not to be around someone like you. Thank you, my friend. Goodbye. Love and light to you. Got no time for this shit. So remember, don't feed into the fear, because fear mongering, they'll talk about the economy, they'll talk about all the crises in the world, all the shit that's coming to you and all the things that you have to be worried about. Fear mongering. Ain't got no time for this shit. No time for that. Go in the energy of love. Do what's best for you. Help those who are less fortunate than yourself. Happiness begins in your mind. It doesn't begin outside of you. People have mental problems. People always talk to me about my child's got mental issues, Anna. I'll tell you how we all end up with mental problems. It's because we allow everyone outside of us, or a scenario that we're in, to govern and destroy what's going on inside of us, creating a mental problem. That's why I said everything begins in the mental. You got to stop doing that. Somebody also asked me if, say for example, my son was born as a man, but in a past life he has the energy of a woman. So you're talking about somebody that's gay or bisexual. You leave those people alone, because they are souls walking on earth. They are souls walking on earth. Love is love. You should be able to love anyone and anyone you want. And you should not, no one should tell you who to love. Okay? Oh, if you're gay, you're going to go to hell. Piss off. Who said that? Who said that? Was that created by man? If you're gay, you're going to go to hell? Somebody was like, there's no such thing as Adam and Adam. Well, I'm so sorry, but God created love. And it doesn't matter. Love is love. Whether a woman loves a woman and a man loves a man, love is love. And when you take off the soul, do you know that we are not male or female? Do you know that we are all, both of them? Man. We are man. We are both sexes. You are divine masculine and you are divine feminine. You could get the biggest man out there with the biggest muscles and the tattoos and the beard, and he is just so soft inside. It's actually a very feminine. We are all, I'm a woman that has a mind of a man. I'm a divine feminine by my body, but I'm a woman that thinks like a man. I've been that way for the rest of my life. Love is love. When you take away the physical body and you look at my soul, when I take away your physical body and look at your soul, you're going to be like, oh, it's a ball of light. You're not actually a woman and you're not actually a man. You're just a ball of light. And you've just decided to come into the physical world as a female, or you've come into the physical world as a male. And karma also takes precedence here, by the way, guys. So I've said this already before in many of my lives. If you were racist, okay, if you were racist to a white person, or you're racist to a black person, believe this. You will come in as that thing that you were racist to, as that person that you were racist to. If I'm racist to like white man, yeah, I'm a black man and I'm racist to all of these white people, I'm going to come back in another life as a white person, because you're going to have to experience everything that that person has gone through. If you are a racist white man, you best believe you're coming back as a black man in another life. Black man, black woman in another life. Because you have to experience that everything that the universe has to offer. Why? So your soul can evolve and grow. So you can be so you don't have to come back here to the physical world. Like when I died and I had a near-death experience, I said to God, please don't make me go back down there. Please. I don't want to go back down to earth. Let me stay here with you. I'm home. And he was like, no, you got to go back there and tell everybody what you've seen here. And some of them are going to believe you and some of them are not going to believe you, Anna. But you have to go back down there and you need to tell your story and stop hiding your scars. And I'm like, oh, God, I didn't want to come back here. And I said to God, I don't want to go back down there because there is war, there is hatred, there is killing, there's racism, there's pedophiles, there's this, there's that. And then stop right there. And it's so hard to look at this concept, but you have to look at everything through the spiritual eyes. You talked about the pedophile. Yes. Let me show you a pedophile. There's a man. He's a pedo. But then he made me go all the way back to this man. And I looked at this man as a little boy. And who was molesting him? His father. His father hurt him. He was a pedophile to his own son. And that messed up the wires, the brains in this little boy's head. Thinking that that's what he is. That's what he was supposed to do. Everything has to be, you got to look beneath the surface. As hard as it may be to understand that, you've got to look beneath the surface of everything. What you see is not what you get. Because there is people out there that are broken and hurt. And they're doing the best that they can. There are so many people out there who could be pedophiles, that will, 5% of them will act upon it. The other 95% will never act upon it and have to suffer that. Could you imagine? That's like this urge or this yearning to do something like that, but you'll never act on it because you know it's not good. So you have to be very mindful. And people will say, I will never forgive that murderer. I will never forgive that person that killed my son. I will never. And the souls on the other side, when they communicate to the mediums and the psychics, please tell my mum and dad to forgive the man who murdered me. Because in another life, I killed him. Karma. It goes. It will follow you in this lifetime. It will follow you in the next lifetime. I don't care what you have done. I don't care what you do. Karma doesn't discriminate against you. Karma is not good or bad. Karma doesn't give a fuck if you're a woman or a man. Karma is karma. Karma is your actions, your words, and your deeds. Simple as that. So, surface. Human beings like onions. Because when you peel off the skin, like an onion, at the core of who you are, you're a ball of white light. And we have to put this massive ball of white light that we actually are, and we've got to squeeze it into this body or meat sack of a body to have our human experience. How do you balance out karma? I did say it about an hour ago. Forgive, let go. It's not the easiest way. People don't like to hear that, by the way. People don't like to hear that. What's the easiest way to clear out our karma, Anna? I go, you're not going to like it. Just tell me so I can get started. You need to forgive the people that hurt you. You need to let it go. What? It's that simple. It is, but it ain't that easy. It ain't that easy, is it? It's not easy to forgive someone that beat the living shit out of you. It's not easy to forgive somebody that touched you up as a child inappropriately. It's not easy, is it? But it is the way forward. It's the way forward. You have to remember that you create your reality. So again, you focus on something long enough, you'll end up getting it. I had a friend of mine who said to me, so this was a couple of years back, I really want to get back with my partner. This is about 3-4 years ago. I really want to get back with my partner. And I go, manifest it. And then I looked at her and I said, are you sure that's what you want? And then she goes, yes, that's what I want. And I go, you know, you're going to be a different person 3 years from now. Are you sure yes, that's what I want. She put her heart, her soul, her emotions into this manifestation. I want him. I want him. I want him in my life. I love him and I want him. 3 years later. So, we're together. And I go, yeah. She goes, yeah, we're together. And I go, yeah. And then she goes to me, but I'm not really sure if I want him anymore. And I'm like, is it? Okay. Be careful of what you ask for, because you're going to get it. The saying is, be careful of what you ask for, because you might get it. No. Be careful of what you ask for, because you will get it. If you don't get it tomorrow, in the next 2 years, in the next 3 years, you'll probably get it on the 4th year. But you will get what you ask for. And remember, you are not going to be the same person as you were, as you are now. You're not going to be the same person in 3 years. You know why? Because you're going to go through life experiences. Things are going to change you. People are going to come into your matrix and change your point of view. People are going to help you to evolve and grow. So now my friend exactly got what she wanted. I'm like, so you're happy now? She's like, yeah, I've everything I've asked for. And I'm like, well, what's going on? She's like, I just don't know if I'm the same though. And I'm like, fuck's sake. So your soul has now expanded and grown. Now your soul has expanded and grown, and now you got what you asked for. What are you going to do with it? Now you can put yourself in a predicament like, I've got to stay because I asked for it. I can't leave because this person's doing exactly what I want right by me. I don't know what to do now. Be very careful what you say, guys. Be very careful what you manifest. I need you to know that we're going into different worlds. So, you know, for those of you who are still living in the fear energy, there is going to be like evolving of the universe, where be careful of what you think and what you say, Katrina, 100%. So there's going to be an opening. You know, I've always never understood, you know, I never really understood the infinity symbol until I understood the infinity symbol. Yes, what goes around comes around. But this also talks to me about the new world and the old world. That we are going to separate. We are separating from the old world. Who's going to be left behind in the old world? Have you seen like those Star Trek kind of programs where one soul gets all of a sudden taken and then one's left behind? Oh, she died and she didn't know. Some of us are going to go into the new world, and the new world is about love and hope and doesn't live in fear. They're not in any, they're not governed by fear or worry or stress. Some will be left behind. Some will stay in the old world because they have not expanded their conscious mind. They haven't expanded their energy. If you do not expand your energy, you're going to be left behind. I'm trying to talk to all of my family right now. I'm like, guys, I don't want to leave anyone behind here. I don't want to evolve and go into another. I'm still learning. I still got a lot of things to do. But I know, because when I had my experience, God already told me what I needed to do. Spread the word of love. Tell everybody to go within themselves. Tell everybody to listen to their heart. Don't listen to anyone else. You don't have to listen to me. You got to listen to what your soul says. Don't listen to any religion. If the religion feels good for you and you're not hurting nobody, then stay in it. And it feels good, great. If it makes you a better person for it, great. Stay there. But don't force feed people what you believe in, like my father does. Like my grandmother does. Like my brother, my father is a Jehovah's Witness, force feeding me what they believe in. I've got nothing against Jehovah's Witness. I think all of the religions are amazing. I don't need you to force feed me what you believe in, because when I die, pops, I ain't taking you with me. You're not going to be responsible for my actions, words and deeds. So you need to leave me to do what I'm doing. And then my grandmother, UCKG, you need to go and pay for your tithe. And you need to go to the church and get yourself blessed. No, because God loves me and I can be blessed at home in my own house. I don't need to go to a church, which I think is great. If you do, find like-minded people, good. And then my brother as well. And he's like, well, you need to pray 5 times a day. And I'm like, well, I pray 100 times a day, actually, bruv. So, you know, because he's a Muslim, and he's like, you need to pray 5 times a day. And I was like, I don't need to pray 5 times a day. I pray 100 times a day. I'm consistently praying continuously all the time. Every time I walk and go into the kitchen and cook my food, I sit in my living room, I drive in my car, I'm going to the toilet, I'm having a shower, I'm praying all the time. I pray more than you, bruv. I was like, I believe in you, but I don't need you to throw down my throat what you think is right for you. Because what you believe in is good for your soul. It's not necessarily good for my soul. And if it is one day, who knows? I might be a Jehovah's Witness in my other life. You know? Oh, no, not that one. I'm talking about, he was like, make sure you're talking about the right brother. I've got two brothers, and I've got an older brother and a younger one. And that one is my younger one. Okay, that's my young. I'm talking about my older brother. Okay, John. So, all I'm saying is that we have got to line up to love energy. Love energy. So, Matthew McConaughey. I was watching something on Matthew McConaughey. I don't know if all of you know who that is. Everybody wants to see you again, John. Why do you want to see him? I'm joking. Everybody wants Matthew McConaughey, sorry. So I was listening to Matthew McConaughey before I came on my live, and he was talking about manifestations. Again, such a good guy. He was like, write, put in writing what you want. If you write down your goals, they become written in your body, whether you know it or not, also in your subconscious mind. It's a way of getting it into your subconscious. Write it down, write it out on paper, because now you're looking at it. And I say this to you all the time, write it down. Matthew McConaughey, he's a brilliant actor. I love him. He's actually a great actor. And he's like, write down what you want on a paper, because now you're looking at it. Now you have a dialogue. So before it was just up here in the head, but now you can see it in front of you on paper. So that practice of writing things down, the things that you are yearning for, the things that you want, the good thing about writing things down is that you can add or subtract, he said, Matthew McConaughey. When you write down your manifestation list, you can add or subtract certain things on your manifestation list. Fold it up, put it under your pillow. 30 years later, you're going to see the same thing that you've written down. And I guarantee you that maybe out of 10%, 7% of what you have written down has come to pass. So you can take away from the list, you can add to your list, tuck it away, and then look at it. And then you're going to actually see that it will manifest. Now, I wanted to talk to you about me, how it works for me. I started learning about water manifestations, writing things down on paper and burning it, like writing and then burning sacred smoke going into the heavens. And I would write a list. I think it was like 300 things on that list. Because if God is saying, see it, feel it, write it down, detail it, I'm going to fucking do that. So my list was about 300 on my list. 100 of that is what I want my man to be. I believe he's being created in heaven right now for me. And then one day he's just going to be right in front of me walking on the street, and I'm probably going to trip him up and be like, ooh, let me help you up. Would you like my number? That sort of thing. So on my list, I went into so much detail. Manifest 369. Who said that? I still don't understand 369. They say to manifest in 369s is it's like, and it's so weird that you're saying that, because I do manifest in 369s. So when I do my mantra, I say them the first mantra 3 times, the second mantra 6 times, the second mantra 9 times. I even write it down in that order. You don't have to, but they say 369s is a great way to manifest things. To say it 3 times, and then to say it 6 times, and then to say it 9 times. To say things in 3, 6, and 9s, to write it down in 3, 6, and 9s, to manifest when it's 3, to manifest when it's 6, to manifest when it's 9. It's like, yes, Tesla theory. I've got some people in here, man, that just knows what they're talking about. Knows what they're talking about. I love that. See, this is my soul tribe. Yeah, we've known each other. We all known each other some way or somehow. I love that. 3 in the morning, 6. Yes. Manifest in 369s. Write it down in 369s. So, Deborah, you said you're lost. So I'll be like, healthy am I, happy am I, holy am I? 1. Healthy am I, happy am I, holy am I? 2. Healthy am I, happy am I, holy am I? 3. I don't chase money, I attract money. 1. And I do that 9 times. 3, 6, 9. 3, 6, 9. So you can write it 3, 6, 9. You can manifest it, say the words 3, 6, 9s. There is something about those numbers that are really, really powerful, and it amplifies the energy. It just amplifies the energy. How? I don't really care. I put the theory to the test and it works. So I'll talk about how my manifestations came to pass. As I was saying to you earlier, I was on benefits. I didn't want to stay on benefits, so I worked. I was somebody that didn't have to work because of my heart problem. I didn't have to work. The doctor says, you know, you don't have to work because of this congenital heart defect. You'll get tired too easily, breathlessness, 30% or 40%, or can't remember the bloody percentage of the blood isn't flowing to your heart, which is why the left ventricle is bigger than the right ventricle. And I'm like, what? They're like, the left ventricle is bigger than the right ventricle because the blood isn't flowing into your heart. And I'm like, I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. I don't actually want to know what you're talking about. I feel good. And then they'll be like, do you have any heart palpitations? And I'm like, no. Did you have any problems when you had pregnancy with your daughter? No. How was the birth of your daughter? It was fucking fabulous. I could have 100 babies. It was like easy for me. It was so easy for me. Even though they told me I'm not allowed to have any children because my heart, there's no way on hell that I could go full to full term. I could not have my daughter at 9 months pregnant because my heart, the way it was, where I was born, would not have been able to hold my own body health as well as my child's. So my daughter was born at 8 months. She was premature, 6 pounds 7 ounces. She looked like a Japanese old man with blue eyes. It was like I didn't understand what that was about, because like her father is Moroccan and St. Lucian and I'm like Filipino and Brazilian, and then she looked like this Japanese man with blue eyes and dead black straight hair. If you look at her now, she looks like a China doll. Okay, she's got like afro hair, and then she's got like these really chinky eyes, and everybody is like, is that your daughter? To my mum. They go to my mum, is that your daughter? And she's like, no, that's my granddaughter. And I'm like, she's my daughter. Yeah, but you two don't even look alike. My daughter has got a China doll face, chinky eyes, and afro hair. No, I don't even know how that works, but her hair is afro. She got it from her dad's side, I'm guessing. So in terms of me manifesting, I didn't have anything. I didn't have the job. I was on benefits for a little while. And then I gave birth to my daughter. They wanted to monitor my heart because after giving birth to my daughter, they could see that there was a leak in my heart. So there was like the blood flow wasn't circulating into my heart, which is why I had to have my 4th open heart surgery. And they basically said I shouldn't really have any more children. Yeah, you told me that before, and I did it anyway, so I'm not really listening to what people have to say. I'm going to do whatever I want, and if I die giving birth to my child, see you on the other side. I had nothing, and I couldn't help my mum. I couldn't really help my daughter. My mum was basically taking care of me. She was taking care of me. My mum, I love her to death. She supported me in everything I have ever done. She take care of me when I came out of the hospital. It was her that took care of me. Now, about 15 years ago, I was working in Bond Street. So when you come to the UK, there is a place in London where everybody wants to visit. It's like the main streets of London. It's the biggest part of London. Bond Street, Selfridges, you know, that place there. And I was a front of house security manager. Now, don't get me wrong. In my life, I've worked in a hairdresser. I was a supervisor cleaning the toilets. I'm telling you, I did those jobs. And I'm so grateful that I did it, because I literally worked my way from the bottom, toilet cleaner, to having my own business. Thank you, God. And I realized that I had to do all of those stupid things, or all of those fucking things that I hated, in order for me to gain the experience, gain the knowledge. So I am here today with everything that I know. So I started out working in Cards Galore, doing cards. I worked in the shoe shop. I worked in the Marriott Hotel. I worked in Holiday Inn. I was working in a restaurant for about 7 years. I became a security guard. I know, could you believe it? A security guard with this heart condition. Don't tell me I can't do something, because I'm going to show you I can do it, okay? You tell me I can't do it, I'm going to fucking do it. I'm a Capricorn. Don't tell me I can't do something, because I'm going to fucking go out there and I'm going to fucking do it. I'll prove you wrong, yes? So I was a security working like 12 hours a day, Monday to Friday. And then I hit the pinnacle of my career. So there was like a building in Bond Street, and they were like, Anna, make this building. And the man was like, so, do you know how to type? And I was like, oh, yeah. Do you know how to use Excel? Oh, yeah. Do you know how to do? Oh, yeah. And in the back of my mind, I was like, you fucking idiot. You don't know how to use Excel. You type with one finger when you're on the bloody keyboard. My daughter's sitting there going like this. And I'm there going, A-N-N. And I'm typing like with one fucking hand. Yeah. And this man is looking at me because of all the qualifications I had in the past. But I never had to like use a keyboard. I use the key, you know, when you take on, when you order something in the restaurant and then you go onto that whatever you call it, and then you take the money for that. Yeah, okay. But I have never done that. But when this man was saying to me, so do you know how to use like Excel? And I was going, oh yeah. I know how to do all of that. Yeah. I didn't know how to do shit. I have absolutely no idea. I didn't know what I was doing. And I just blagged it. I just went in there with my good personality, sprayed a bit of perfume, made sure I looked really nice. I made myself look professional, and he believed me. But do you know what I did? I worked my way from the bottom to the top. So my brother, he's actually a security manager. So the one that you just saw, the one here, he's a security manager. And there was one thing that he said to me: learn your building. What do you mean? Learn the building from top to bottom. Learn everything you need to, where the pipes are, where the switches are, where the, you know, when the fire alarm goes off, learn the fire points, learn where everything is, learn from basement to roof. And I did that. I took my brother's advice and I learned everything. You know why? Because when I learned everything in that building, everyone came to me and my boss was like, I don't want you to go anywhere because no one knows where anything is. You're the one that knows everything. So I learned the building. I would go on when it was quiet, I'd learn the building, where this was, where that was. I learned everything about that building and I became the best. And I made that place what it was. And then one day I was sitting there and I was so happy, making so much money. I'm a boss in Bond Street. I'm a security manager. I control the building. I'm the boss. And I sat there and I was like, hold on a minute. I have learned everything that I need to learn in this building, in this business. Where the fuck do I go from here? And I didn't know what to do. I was like, oh my God. There's something with Capricorns, maybe not all of you, but there's something with me where I get bored really easily and I can't stay there. It's a dead end, absolutely. Empress, absolutely a dead end. So I hit the top of my game in everything that I ever did. And I learned everything that I need to learn. And then I realized I had this really overwhelming anxiety. And I was like, oh my God, I can't be here anymore. I can't do this job anymore. I can't. And I started to resent all the people that came in that like, hi Anna, how are you? And I'd be like, hi. I did not want to be there anymore. I just didn't. And I was going through a crisis. I was like, this is the best paid job I've ever had. Working in Bond Street. I'm doing 12 hours a day, Monday to Friday. I don't really see my kid anymore. But I need to get the fuck out of here. What am I supposed to do? What am I going to do now? I've been a toilet cleaner. I've been a supervisor. I've worked in a restaurant, all of the restaurants. I've worked in Cards Galore. I've worked in a hairdresser. I've done all the jobs under the sun. What am I supposed to do now? And then I remembered. I called my granddad. Don't know why I always call my granddad, but I was like, my mum's dad. And I was like, Granddad, please, are you here? Are you here? Among, are you here? And then I know that my grandfather is with me because he always like strokes my hair. And then my hair kind of like moved. And I was like, okay, my grandfather is here, thank God. And I go, what shall I do? And then all of a sudden I had this vision and it said tarot. And I was like, tarot? No, I can't do anything with tarot. And for days, I kept on getting signs and symbols about tarot. It would pop up on my phone. I'd do the astrological chart and then there would be an advert and then there was tarot. And I was doing tarot since I was 16 years old. I'll always read for like friends and family, but I never really pursued it as a business. And this was like 15 years ago. And I thought to myself, fine, okay. I've been seeing tarot for the past 2 weeks now. I'm going to buy myself a new deck because I got rid of all my tarot cards. And then I thought to myself, all right, here we go. Started doing tarot. I practiced it for a year, memorized re-memorized all the cards again, and then I started reading for my best mate. And then she'll be like, how the fuck did you know that? And I'll be like, I don't know, I just felt it. And she went, oh, okay. And then I would connect to her daughter, who passed away. And then I would get my family saying, can you read for me? And then they'll be like, how the fuck did you know that? And then I'd be like, okay, I'm going to start reading for friends and family. And then it just became bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And I did that for about 2 years. And then my best mate, Shivi, she was like, you need to go on TikTok. And I was like, I ain't going on TikTok. TikTok is for people that dances. I ain't going on TikTok. She's like, no, you need to go on TikTok and you need to start doing readings on there. You need to get the word out. You've helped me. Now you need to help others. And I go, but I don't want to do that. And she's like, no, you have to. And if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be where I am today. So I opened a YouTube, I opened an Instagram, and I opened a TikTok. And I said to God, before my best friend passed away, if I'm meant to be doing tarot, send me 1,000 people. And I did say this story before. And I remember waking up one day and I saw 8,000 people. I was like, oh shit, okay. That's a bit weird, but fine. And then it went up to 50,000, and then it went up to 60,000, and I'm at 91,000, and I am like, ain't no turning back now. This wheel is moving. There's no turning back right now. This wheel is moving. So is the money for the feelings you have to help. So Justin, for the first 2 years I did free readings. You have to understand, for those of you who think there are tarot readers out there, and I know this, that are scammers and they will take your money. I'm not somebody that will tell you to like my page, follow me. You do what you want. And I've read Justin for thousands of people and I put reviews up. Now, please bear in mind that this is my full-time job. I'm a tarot reader. I have a child to feed. I have bills to pay. So I have to charge for my energy and my time when I connect to your loved one on the other side. Now, I don't force anyone to do a reading with me. No. When I do lives, I have a set gift. And it is your choice, your free will. If you want a longer, in-depth reading, to gift me the gift. It's up to you. No one has to have a reading. I do yes/no questions for free. I do free readings all the time. But you go to work and you get paid. I am working and I don't ask anyone for gifts. I put it on the top of the screen and I simply say, if you would like to have an in-depth reading, then you can gift me the thing up there. So it's your choice. You can choose to gift me. You don't have to gift me. I still do yes/no questions for free anyway. But I am giving you my time and my energy. And if you want an in-depth reading, then yes, it is the gift up there. But I don't force anyone to do it. If you want a private reading with me, you could also email me. And what I charge you is not as much as everyone else. I have to say, some people out there are doing readings for like $250 for an hour. I don't know about this. I do £80 an hour. And I'm not even with you for an hour. I'm there for like an hour and a half because I feel like I'm talking to my brother or my sister and we end up just talking and it's like I forget that you're even my client. And then I'm like, oh my God, I've been here for an hour and a half. I've got another client to get to. So you're never... Oh, look at that. You see, thank you, Sarah. You're such a sweetheart. You're just giving us 2 hours of free wisdom. Thank you, honey. Listen, you got to take from me what you need and leave everything else that you don't need behind. That's all it's energy exchange. And do you think it's easy what tarot readers do? Those legitimate tarot readers out there who are psychics and mediums, do you know when I read for an hour for a client, I need to sleep for 2 hours? Because when you do what I do, I have to raise my vibration. It drains the living daylights out of me. So when I read for a client and I'm connecting to her mum or her dad or her child that she's lost in the fire, I have to raise my vibration. I have to tune into that soul so I can give you exactly what you need to hear. And I want to make sure that I leave you feeling better than the way I found you. I'm a source of comfort. That's what I want to be. I want to be a source of love and comfort. I want you to know that even though today was hard and yesterday was harder, that every day is going to get a little bit better. And I will never. I've had clients come up to me going, I had a reading and I paid £250, and the person that I paid $250 told me I was going to die in October. And I get fucking mad. I get angry. I go, excuse me? I'm sorry, Anna. I just paid somebody £250 to tell me that I've got an ailment and that I'm going to die in September. Those people are evil. They're toxic, and you need to send love and light to them and send them on their way. And next time, just pay me 80 quid for an hour and a half, and I'll tell you exactly what you need to hear. Now, everyone that I've done a private reading for, God bless all of them. I always send blessings to my subscribers, my members, all the people that support me. God bless every single one of you. I was like, God, if you're going to help me, you know, you've got to help my people out there. You help my people out there. You don't have to pick me. There are thousands of legitimate tarot readers out there. Make sure that you look at their reviews. All of my reviews are on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. I make sure that if I could put all of them, I have too many. I'll put the ones where there's a massive story. I'll put it up for you guys. I have hundreds. I have hundreds of validations. Hundreds. But it is not easy doing what I do. Sometimes I can't stand the sound of my own voice because I feel like I'm always fucking talking. It's like I'm always talking. And it is tiring. It is tiring. When I do a live, I'm sleeping for about 5 hours because I'm tuning in not only to you and to give you your message, and then your loved one is standing behind me going, Anna, can you please give them a message? I have to raise my vibration. I have to get my own energy out of the way. I have to remove my energy. My thoughts and my emotions are cleared out, and then it gives room for your loved ones and divine and God to put messages in me, and then I give you the messages that you're looking for, and then it will make your tomorrow a little bit more easier. Your tomorrow will become a bit more easier. This is why I do what I do. And you know what? This is the first job, and I'm 42 years old. This is the first job that I'm doing that I wake up in the morning and go, yay, I'm working today. I can't wait. Now, I got a lot of people emailing me as well going, Anna, you haven't been on for about 2 or 3 days. And I'm like, oh, shit. And I'm like, please remember, guys, I will come on live when I have some free time. When I know I have like a 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour gap, because I purposely don't book anyone because I know that I'm going to do a live. But you have to remember, during the course of the day, 7 days a week, I read 5 to 6 clients a day for an hour and a half. If I'm not reading a client, I'm teaching tarot every day, and I do it like 3 days during three times during the day, 7 days a week. I have to squeeze my lives in. I have to purposely separate my private readings so I can do a live for you guys. So you have to understand that when I don't come on live, it's because I'm either reading for a private client or I'm teaching tarot to my students. So I have a lot going on, and I still always will try to make time for you guys. Always. I will always make time for you guys. Shivi told me about you guys on TikTok. I didn't believe her, and she was absolutely right. For those of you who are healers, tarot readers, psychics, mediums, for all of you who are coming under that bracket, healers, masseuse, you do yoga, you are somebody who is a personal trainer, you're all healers. You need to make sure that you take care of yourself. And let me tell you about your energy as well. To all of my healers, my mediums, my psychics out there. Everyone needs you. People need you. If you are a tarot reader and you were thinking about doing tarot reading and you've helped a lot of people and you want to do it for the masses, you got to help a sister out, because you are needed. There are souls on the other side. And can you imagine if there's 155 people in here and there's like all souls sitting in my living room waiting to connect to you guys, whoever wants a reading, I can't get to 155 people. No way am I going to get to 155 people on my live. No way. So to my mediums, my psychics, my healers out there, do this job. If you're good at it and it feels right and you're doing it for the greater good of everyone concerned, do your job. Don't wait. Don't take your time. You are born to do this, and you are born to help those who need your help. And yes, guys, how do I know I'm a healer? Do you get drained easily? User 3343. How do you know when you're a healer? A healer for me is a natural empath. A natural empath. It means if my best friend was crying and she's smiling, and I go to her, you've been crying, haven't you? How the fuck did you know? Even my mum didn't know I was crying. Healer. A healer identifies as somebody who is a good listener. You give good advice, and then that person will do the same shit, come back to you again and talk about the same thing, and then all of a sudden you're giving them good advice and they're not listening to you. You are a healer if you go to the grocery store, you're buying your food, and healers come in all forms and all sizes. You're a healer if you go to the grocery store, you're standing in line waiting to pay for your goods, and there are people in front of you, to the side of you and behind you. You pay for your goods, you go home and you go, oof, I need to sit down because I feel so drained. What you don't know that you're doing is energy-wise, you are giving energy to all of those souls out there. Pew, 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 pew. All energy to everyone out there, and they're draining you. How do you take care of yourself when you are a healer? You need to have a pink Himalayan salt bath. Thank you, Brian, from Stepping Stones. Healer. KY. You're a healer, darling. Any nurses, doctors, masseuses, is it masseuses? Personal trainers, talkers, you know, the ones that give advice, motivational speakers, the good listener, the one that's there for you. You know, that one person that is always there for you no matter what time, what time of day it is, and they will come for you when you're in help, when you need help. Healer. Natural empath. You can sense and feel the energy of animals, the trees. You can talk to the animals, the trees. You can sense the souls. Now, I don't know how many of you are going to understand this when I say this. You know, when you're at home, there's no one in the house, but then you can feel like there's someone in there. Anyone feel that? 156 people, somebody must feel that. You know, when you're at home and you're on your own and you're watching TV and you think you can hear a sound, a knocking on the wall, or walking, somebody's walking with slippers. Everyone. You know, you're a psychic. We're all born psychic anyway. It was one of the gifts from God that you're born psychic. Cold shivers, yeah. Knocking on the wall, all of a sudden your light is flickering. All of a sudden the TV goes off for no reason. My best mate, she was at home and a nanny visited her and she was like, Anna, my grandma came to the house and she turned the oven on. And I was like, what? She was like, I turned the oven off when I was cooking and I fucking see the cooker and it's fucking on. And then when she turned the cooker on, she turned the TV on. I was like, yeah, that's definitely nanny. That's definitely grandma. And I go, she used to do that when she was alive. She used to leave the cooker on. That's definitely nanny. Yes, healers get dizzy spells. Dizzy spells. I'll tell you what a psychic ability is. And everyone in here, 166 people, all of you are psychic, my brothers and sisters, all of you. I'll tell you how. You are born with a psychic ability. The psychic ability, and how do I know I'm psychic? I'll tell you how. Did you think of your best friend and then all of a sudden they called you? Your mum and your dad, and then they called you. I feel like my workplace is going to call me, and then your workplace calls you. That's a psychic ability. Do you have a deja vu energy? Like, I feel like this is going to happen, then it happens. That's a psychic ability. When you have the hairs on the back of your neck standing up and you know you just saw the shadow in the wall and you were thinking about grandma, you know that's your grandma. I was just thinking about my granddad and all of a sudden I felt like the gush, you know when your hair goes like that, just walked past me. And I was thinking about my grandma, my granddad, and my granddad came by. And then you think about a robin. You're in your garden and it's a beautiful sunny day and you're thinking about your granddad, and you remember on the funeral, you saw a white butterfly in his coffin. And then all of a sudden you're sitting in your garden, you see a white butterfly and you're like, oh, that reminded me of granddad. When he passed away, there was a white coffin that a white butterfly that landed on his, that's your granddad. That is your granddad. Dreams. Astral traveling. How many of you go to bed at night and wake up feeling like you've just been to the gym and you've just slept? You've just slept for 8 hours, but you wake up and your body is like, oh my God, what the fuck is going on? It's because you, my friend, have just traveled. Your soul is traveling all over the place. Your soul goes back to heaven and you meet up with your council, your angels and your guides and your loved ones. And when the body has to sleep, okay, the physical body needs to have rest. Your soul don't need the rest. Your soul doesn't need to rest. So your soul has been traveling. Some of you remember your dreams. Some of them are so vivid. Some of them you remember spots, colors, shapes and sizes, or you remember the feeling. But you astral travel every night before you go to bed. And you're connected, your body is connected to the ethereal cord. So your soul will come out of your body attached to the ethereal cord. And this ethereal cord can go anywhere in the world. You could go to the fucking moon if you wanted to. You could go to the moon if you wanted to. I need to show you something. I didn't plug in the TV. When you astral travel, you go on the other side and you make tweaks in your life. You make tweaks in your life. So you'll be like, okay, so in the next 3 days, I can see that I'm going to experience that. Maybe we could lighten up that load a little bit. And then your council will go, are you sure? Because I feel like if you make that happen on that day, you're going to like really grow and evolve. And they're going to be like, you're going to be like, are you sure? Yeah. Do I need to go for it? Okay, fine. Okay. Can we change this thing on Thursday though? Can we make a tweak here? So you'll go outside of yourself and you will tweak certain things that you're going to experience in your life. You just have to remember that you are somebody that can manifest anything you want in your life. Don't forget that. And when you do come back into the physical body, you're tired. Some people have said to me, and it's happened to me, where you can control your dreams. Oh, I love it when you could do that. You know, when you're in your dream and you wake up in your dream and you're like, I know I'm dreaming. I know I'm dreaming. You know what? I'm going to fly. And then you fly. Or I'm going to be a superhero and I'm going to kill all the zombies that come my way. And then you become this superhero in your dreams. And then you wake up feeling like, yes, I feel like a superhero. Lucid dreaming every night. Deja vu. People always ask me about deja vu. Deja vu is a reminder. So when you come into the physical body, deja vu is supposed to... So let's just say I'm a soul and I've picked my body, this body. I'm going to name this body Annalisa. Because I pick my parents, I pick my brothers, my sisters, I pick my circumstances, I pick everything that I have been through in my life, including my open heart surgery. Any suffering that I have in this life, if you could wrap your brain around this for 1 second, could you imagine if you picked everything that you're going through? That means you can tweak it. When you go to sleep on the other side, set your intention. Set the intentions. So, if I pick my mum and my dad, and I picked my daughter's dad to beat the living daylights out of me, and I picked my situation where I had to have open heart surgery 4 times, I picked it. I chose these experiences so I can evolve and grow. I have people that say to me, well, why would I pick cancer? My best friend who did have cancer, who it spread from her breast to her stomach, to her brain. Do you know that this girl never once said to me, why me, Anna? Why me? Why did I have cancer? Why did I have to have cancer? She never said that once. She always said, well, why not me? She said, well, why not me? That's what she said. Why not me? And I'll tell you what my best friend taught me, because she chose to take one for the team. I'll be the one in the family that will get cancer. I'll be the one in the family to take the hit. There's always a black sheep in the family. The one that's going to take the hits, punching bag. the one that's going to have the open heart surgery, the one that's going to have the cancer, the one that's going to have the diabetes, whatever. There's always the black sheep in the family who's going to take the hits. You are soldiers. Just saying. I'm just saying. You are fucking soldiers. I fucking salute you. I salute you. I salute you. But that's what my best friend said to me when she had cancer in her breast, in her stomach, and in her brain. She never ever wanted me to look at her and felt pity for her, because she knew that was her plan. On her soul contract, she knew that she had to have this. And I'll tell you what that girl taught me. When my sister, my soul sister and best friend, was diagnosed with cancer, and I looked at this woman, she made me feel that is a fucking soldier right there. So Annalisa, anything that you're fucking moaning about, remember what Siobhan had to go through. The things that you're moaning about, the things that you're fucking arguing about, look what she had to endure. And she's still coming out with, don't fucking feel sorry for me. I don't need you to feel sorry for me. Till her last days, this crazy woman had tubes sticking out of her stomach and there was liquid in her lungs. She can't even breathe. And the bitch was ironing. And I'm going, what the fuck are you doing ironing, you psycho? You fucking got cancer. You fucking got tubes coming out of your stomach. Why are you ironing like an idiot? And she's like, because I'm bored. And I'm like, fuck's sake. I was like, you're fucking bonkers. That to me is a fucking soldier. She didn't let the fact that she was drowning in her own fluid stop her from ironing. That's what. She is my teacher. She taught me it doesn't matter what you're going through in life, Anna, you can still do it. So when people decide to come in to have the energy of cancer, why would I have cancer? Why would I choose to have cancer? You choose to have cancer because you're going to teach people that life is too short. Stop fucking about. Life is too short. You can diagnose with cancer just like that, and you didn't even know you had it. Just like that. And she taught me life is too short. Don't be angry. Don't stay in the misery, Anna. Forgive, let it go. She taught me compassion. She taught me to forgive. She taught me about kindness. She taught me about how to be powerful. She taught me that, Anna, you got arms and you got legs and you still got eyes and you have a mouth, so fucking use it. She taught me these things. So yeah, when you sign up and you have cancer, you are a soldier of God. But let me also tell you, you can clear out your cancer if you have cancer, just to let you know. Those of you, oh yes, you've been diagnosed with this, that and the other. Yeah, I know. Do you know what they told me? They told me that I produce too much red blood cells. And then they told me polycythemia. Polycythemia is attached to leukemia. Leukemia is attached to cancer. I rebuke it. I rebuke that. Sorry, I got shit to do in this life. I ain't got that. I ain't got that. If I can cure myself from having open heart surgery and having all of this shit, I can cure myself from any fucking cancer that I chose to have, any illness, through mindful meditation. I breathe in love. I breathe out anxiety and stress. I breathe in love. I breathe out anxiety and stress. Mindful meditation. Be mindful. Don't have your mind full. I am not married, no. And people always say, I had a thought the other day. Why hasn't God sent me my man? I've been single for 12 years. I need some loving, like headboard banging loving. Why hasn't God sent me my Viking yet? And then I heard my guide say to me, when you're not in a relationship, do God's work. Be of service. Tell people your story. Tell people what you've gone through. Wake people up. Shake them to their core. Tell them that they are a divine spark of me. So if you are a part of me and I am God, that means there are gods walking all over, all around the world. And all you have to do is use that energy and that power to create and manifest anything you need in your life. That is why we are here. to help those. People always says, Anna, what is the meaning of life? What am I here? Why am I here? What am I here to do, Anna? And it is so simple. Love you first. Love you first. Everyone has to come second, because if you are the carer and you are the nurturer and you are the provider for your family, what good are you if you have got no energy and you got no life in you and you can't do it anymore? You have to take care of yourself first, and then you can take care of everyone else second. The meaning of life is to take care of yourself and to help those who are less fortunate than yourself. To not linger in your pain and your sadness. When you can't change something that happened yesterday or 20 years ago, do not allow yourself to linger in the pain, because all you're doing is emotionally killing yourself, emotionally giving yourself heart disease, cancer. You're holding all that energy trapped in your chakras. You're holding all of those sad energies, those blocked energies trapped in your chakra, and you're making your fucking self sick. And then you go to the doctor and the doctor's diagnosing you. You got something in your brain, you got a brain tumor, and you're like, oh my God, oh my God. And it's probably because you keep thinking about the same shit that you can't control. Over worrying will create problems, physical problems. It will manifest as an ailment in the physical body. If you hold on to a pain, you hold on to a hurt, you hold on to depression, you hold on to this, that, and the other, and all this other shit, it will separate. It will start off in your head, and you'll get migraines and headaches. I can't stop thinking about the debt. I've got a £20,000, £60,000 debt. How am I going to fucking pay this? I don't know how I'm going to pay this. Then you go, oh, I already have paid it. Change the way you think. My £60,000 debt is already paid. And then you look up to the divine and you go, take care of it for me. Help me out. I don't care how you give it to me. And then you see the end result. See the end result. See that you've got, you in your bank account, you ain't minus, that you've got more. See that you're already where you want to be. There is no point in manifesting in the future when you only have the present moment. Manifest what you want in the now, because now is what matters. You're going to try and manifest something for tomorrow. How do I know if I'm going to wake up tomorrow? So I'm going to thank God right now, and the universe and the divine and my angels and my guides and my Shivi and Jesus and Buddha and Muhammad and Shiva and Krishna, all of the ascended masters. I'm going to thank all of you now for giving me my 5-bedroom house, my Range Rover, my swimming pool, 444 million, thousand, billion in my account, so I can help all of those people who are less fortunate than myself. Thank you for my crystal shop. Thank you for my health. Thank you that I can help my followers, my members and my subscribers. And please, God, if there's one thing I want you to do, is bless my members and my followers and my subscribers and every single person and every single soul that have seen me, that support me, that understand what I'm saying. God, bless them first. Come to me second. That is what I want. I want you to manifest everything that I have, from having nothing to having everything. I went to Westfield today and I was walking with my boots in Westfield, Stratford, and I'm walking along and I'm like, what do I need? I'm like, what do I need? And I literally, I'm looking around, and I could hear my inner voice. Thank you, Mona. I'm looking at I can hear my inner voice going, girl, you need nothing. And I was like, oh yeah, it's true. I need nothing. I have air in my lungs. I still got my mum and my dad, even though my dad is a pain in the asshole. Still got my brothers and my sisters, and my daughter is healthy. Oh, I'm fucking great. I don't actually need anything. Not a damn thing, Mona. Not a damn thing. And it is so annoying because when I never had the means and I would walk in Lakeside or Westfield or Blue Water, and then my brothers and my sisters are like, Anna, do you want something? Because, you know, they're so...
Tobacco. I need tobacco. Anyway, yes, what she was saying.
He wants tobacco. All right, go and get my card.
We're doing a versus thing, aren't we?
Yes, we're going to do a versus thing.
That's right.
Yeah, he thinks he's going to win because he's like, do you think we look alike? Idiot. Wow, look.
She was adopted, you know.
Fuck off. You were the one that was adopted, you bitch.
Sorry to disturb. What's this?
See? Have the means and the abundance so you can help your little idiot of a brother.
Ooh, what's that?
There you go. Just tap the fucking card.
Thank you. Get tobacco and I'll pay you back.
He's like, sis, like, yes, little brother, could you help me out with a bit of tobacco? Fucking hell. But yes. Are you single, John? What? I don't know what's going on. I think he's dating somebody. Yes, I think he is dating someone. Yes. But that's what I mean. I will always go out of my way to help my siblings, to help a stranger. I will always go out of my way to help the people that I love and I care about, always. What? It's true. So, all right. I know I said I was going to do a reading, and I will do a reading. What time is it now? It is 5 p.m. I'm going to be back 100%. I will be back, but I'm going to have a break because I think somebody said I was on here like 3 hours, 2 hours. I will be back in about 2 hours. What time is it now? It is 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll be back at 9 p.m. on the dot. 9 p.m. UK time to do readings, okay? Free readings, gifted readings, yes, no questions for everybody. I will be reposting this up on my live. I will be back at 9 p.m. I promise you, to do readings. I'm already set up for readings anyway, but after this 2-hour talk, I need to have a drink, maybe have a cigarette. Not sure yet. And, oh, do you have any tobacco, moron? Oh, no, he doesn't. Anyway, so I was thinking that it would be a good idea for me and my brother to like have a battle with each other. A cigarette. Yes, I see you, mama. I see what you said. Cigarette. So I will be back. I do feel like I want to do a battle with my brother. My brother is about talking about mental health, by the way. And he used to weigh like 19 stone. I mean, I was big, but he was really big. And what happened was, love and light to you, brother. And what happened was, he started motivating himself. He just was like, I'm getting into the gym, and that's it. And now we get that. So, yeah.
What happened?
So, yes, it was. You were like 19 stone.
That's
and
very
then,
accurate. I was 18.5 stone.
okay, so he was 18.5 stone. He was really, really big. And then he started going to the gym, channel all his energy into something very constructive.
I was going through a bad patch.
There's 166 people in here.
Is that all? I might as well go now.
Yeah, so yeah,
everybody deals with problems, and I had to find a way to kind of get some kind of control over my life, because I didn't think I had any control over it. Everything outside, all the external stuff, it just seemed like it was out of my hands. But the one thing that you can control is your health, and we're talking about smoking. I am a smoker.
Let's go and smoke!
But other than that, I try to eat healthy and I try to train. So when you're too much in your head, exhaust your body, and stronger body, stronger mind.
Stronger body, stronger mind. So my brother wants to do something on like mental health for the boys.
Men's mental health awareness as well. I think that's something that's good to talk about, because a lot of men, we're not allowed to talk about that stuff.
No, that's what you think.
No, that's just...
That's how just what it is.
It's just how I think it's most guys. That's how they see themselves as being masculine men. Is don't cry, don't ever show it.
Yes, he's my younger brother. I'm a year and 4 months older than him.
She loves my hair.
Yeah, she does love your hair.
Woo!
Can you believe, like, he's a year and I'm a year and 4 months and he's got all of this white hair. I'm trying to grow my white hair because I think his hair looks so cool.
2 kids.
Irish twins. He's handsome. We love your
Irish
hair.
twins. Top of the morning. Top of the morning.
So I do want to have like more lives with my brother because I feel like I think he's going to piss me off and he's going to try and test my patience. I think he's going to try and piss me off on my live.
Let's see how much we can piss her off, like, really.
No!
Love and light.
Let's see. Let's poke her. Let's see how angry she can get. See you guys. Love you. Peace.
Peace and love. Yeah, so he wants to talk about like mental health and all of that stuff. What's his page? Somebody called you Zeus. Claire called you Zeus.
I like Claire. Thank you, Claire.
I like
You
Claire.
get 3 readings for like a year.
Hey! Love your energy together. He's an Aries, by the way, and I'm a Capricorn, so I'm the father of the zodiac sign. He's the child of the zodiac sign. Ophelia said, I just lost weight drooling. I just lost weight drooling. My big brother is also very beautiful. He looks like a Viking as well. All my brothers look like Vikings and pirates. I don't know what it is in our family. He's just one of those ones. Very handsome, very handsome. Yeah, we look like twins. Brother has to do it. Yes, we want to do a live together, Scarlett, because we want to talk about, you know, men have a tendency to really, like, men have a tendency to hide what they feel, and they don't know if they want to express how they feel. And so my brother said, I want to do a TikTok where I can talk about things and I want to motivate people. And I said, you should. And I said to him, you should come and do a battle with me, and I can guarantee you that a lot of my my loyal family on TikTok would follow you as well. And if the men want to talk about it as well, probably more women on his page, but if the men wanted to talk about it, then yeah. But me and my brother, we are in a past life, we had many past lives together. That's why I could kill him right now. I have a tendency to want to just wring his fucking neck. But I have to remember he's little brother and I must take good care of him. My son needs that. You see, Mona, I love that. So I will find, I don't even know what his fucking TikTok is. That's really bad, isn't it? And he's my brother. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a screenshot of whatever his TikTok is and I will send it, I will post it up on my my TikTok. But he does want to talk about health and mental health. He keeps telling me to work out with him. And I'm like, no. The only thing I want to do with you is like boxing. So I can punch him in the face by accident. It's like, oh shit, he heard it. I want to do boxing with him. Like, punch him in his face. Oops, sorry, I thought I was going to hit the glove.
I was going to say love and light in a minute. Yeah. Love and light, yeah.
That's what he always says. He goes, you always say horrible things to me and then you go love and light, love and light. And I'm like, I'm just human, yeah? I'm only human. Hey, roll me up a cigarette, yo.
I have to go buy some.
Give me that one.
Okay.
Thank you.
Just a reminder to go easy on a little brother, yeah?
No.
I'm the sibling.
You're an idiot.
I'm the young one.
I'm the young one. So he's the one that drew these. He's the one that drew these. He's so talented. Like, he doesn't even know how talented he is. I'm like, what are you doing working as a security guard? You're a fucking artist. Are you dumb? I was like, you're fucking wasting your time working as a security guard when you got all of this. And guys, I know that I've shown to some of you before. I need to show you what my brother created from scratch. Okay? If you think those drawings are sick, I'm going to show you something. Now, a lot of you have already seen this before. This boy, him, the idiot over there, when he's in a relationship, the man is in a relationship, okay? He will not go out with his boys and go for a drink. He would sit there painting little figurines. Yeah, Fabio over there. He would sit there painting little figurines. So one day, I was helping him because he's getting a divorce. I helped him move from his house to my house. And I was helping him pack all of his shit, and I saw this thing that he created, and I went, "Did you buy that?" And he went, "No, I made it. I made it from newspaper. I found wood, and I found all of these things outside, and I just painted and put them all together." I'm going to show you this thing right now, guys. I'm telling you, when I saw this, I was like, what the actual fuck? All right. Let me just turn on the light. Little Hobbiton, look at this. Are you kidding me? Look at this. The door's open. He's even got little cabbage patch over there. Are you kidding me? Oh my God. And look what he did. So look at this little thing here. When you open it up, there is legit a little battery pack, and you can turn the lights on. Did you see that? Look at that. I just turned the lights on in the house. Can you see the lights? Yeah, off. Watch. Just turned it on. Open up the door. Oh, my furniture is upside down. Yep. Hold on. I'm going to turn it around so you can see it. So what? Hold on. So he hid that. So it looks like that. Really beautiful Hobbiton house. And what I did, so the man will create the house and the woman will add the furniture. So there is another section here, and look how he very good disguised this one. Look how he did it. So he took that there, and then there's a little light here, and then look, oh my God, he was going to throw this away, and I was like, are you fucking mad? Look what he did. Look at the light. That's the light for this, and the light for the front door. Can you see it? And this is that boy there who you just met. He created all of this. This was made out of newspaper. He painted it. He scrunched it up. He painted the leaves. He made little mushrooms. He took some little stones from outside. He made all of that. Now, I'll turn it around. Hold on, guys. I'm going to try and turn it around. Ooh. And this is the inside. Look at it. It's so cool. Oh my God. Look at that. Look at the fireplace, guys. It's literally blinking. So what I did was I decided to buy furniture and paint the furniture, buy the rug so I can fit it all in here. So I bought these furnitures and I painted it. I stuck them together. I bought this little rug. And then look, I bought a little pot there. I made a little guitar. The toilet's upstairs, obviously. I need to put a stairs in here. There's the sink. Let me see if I can get you in there. There's a sink. There's the window. And if you would like to come into the kitchen, if you just step this way, please. Thank you very much. So here is my little kitchen, and there's another fireplace, and it's blinking. Look at that. Isn't that so fucking cool? Oh my God. So here's the little kitchen. Look, I want to live in here. There's my cooker. There's my sink. And then I use this, look, the battery pack. So at night, we can turn this on. Oh, no, is the battery run out? And then the lights come on here in the middle of the night. So if I turn off this light here, how cool is that? If I was small, I would live in here. I really would. Look at the little fireplace. Can you see it blinking? My brother created all of this. I just added the furniture. How pretty is that? My brother did it. My brother created it. So this is the inside. See, he is so very talented, my brother. But he's wasting his time doing whatever the fuck he's doing at work. And then this is the outside. So at night, hold on guys, sorry. I'm just trying to, hold on a second. And then at night, when it's nighttime, I turn on these lights. How pretty is that? He's so talented. And he's wasting away his talents, doing whatever the hell he's doing. Look at that. If I could live here, I really would. Oh, by the way, this opens up just to show you. Oh, yes. Look at that. That is so cool, right? So talented. And can you believe the guy was about to throw it away? What is wrong with him? He was about to throw it away. Now, my skills are not as good as my brother. I'm all right at painting. So I paint. I just do these paintings. I've got to actually send this painting to somebody because somebody was like, could you send me your painting, please? So I've got to send that painting to someone. But that's all I do. I just paint. I never knew I could paint. And then one day I just bought some canvases and I just bought a paintbrush and I just started painting. I just painted what I saw in my head. So, and I like to do, because I'm an earth sign, I like to do a lot of trees and plants and, you know, stuff like that. I'm very earthy. I'm a Capricorn earth sign. So I had no idea that I could paint. I had no idea. I just drew things that I'm attracted to. And I'm attracted to water and trees and the mountains and all of that stuff. So, find your creative endeavor, guys. Because if you're not doing the thing that you love to do, whether it be painting or crocheting, because I like crocheting, my brother plays the guitar, very creative. You know, when you go into your creative energy, you know, you open up your psychic abilities. So when you go into the right brain, the right brain is creativity. It's about opening up your psychic abilities. Everybody is usually in the right brain, the mundane. Working on maths and science and everything that's of logic. It is so much better to be. I am a songwriter too. I love to write music as well. I write poetry and I write music, and I've been writing music since I was a little girl. In fact, what I wanted to do when I was a child was be a singer. I wanted to be another Whitney Houston, another Mariah Carey. That's what I wanted to be when I was young. John, I showed them your house and they're like, you're so talented. You could make a lot of money from that.
I'm a geek now.
Yes, you're very talented. That's what they just said.
Thank you.
Yes, so he can do so many things. I do write music as well. You know what? I didn't know how to crochet clothing, knit. I went on YouTube for like 15 minutes. I learned how to crochet, and now I crochet it. Like, everyone in my family is going to get a scarf for Christmas, whether you like it or not. I went on YouTube 15 minutes to learn how to do it, and then I started crocheting. I learned how to knit, crochet. I wanted to paint, so I started painting. I also know how to do nails. I know how to do hair. I know how to thread. I know how to do art. I just do everything. People say don't stop at one thing. People say do everything. A hot geek. Yeah. People say do everything and anything. I want to go pottery. You know when you go and make those pots? You know, like in Ghost. Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore. I want to go and do that, like pottery. I would love to do things like that. Love to do things like that. So do something that you love to do, and don't let life hold you back. You don't know if you're going to wake up tomorrow. So live your best life. That's what I say to everyone. Live your best life. Stop procrastinating. You don't know. The one thing that is so important here on earth, and what's so precious is time. You have to do as much things as you can, because we are limited in time. Not everyone has got a long period. Listen, some of us are going to go early. Some of us are going to live a really, 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 really long life. So for me, it's like I always take each day as it comes. I never know if I'm going to wake up tomorrow. I need to make sure that I go to bed saying sorry to whoever I had a fight with or an argument with. Look, I'm sorry I said this to you today. I'm sorry I upset you. I don't want to go to bed leaving somebody upset. Go ahead. Make a deck together. You're intuitive. Now let's talk about that for just really quickly. So my brother doesn't disagree with what I do. He's just a little bit on the fence about it. And I'm like, but you're a wizard. Crows are attracted to people of magic. And he is a wizard. And I told my brother, you know, you're a wizard. You're an alchemist. And he was like, I'm not an alchemist. I'm like, no, but you are. because crows are attracted to him. He's attracted to crows. And anyone who's attracted to the crows, or anyone who's drawn to crows, or what is the other one called? There is crows and the other blackbird, ravens. You are an alchemist. You're an alchemist. I'd buy that deck so quick. Ah, Jess, I love you. I will be doing, I don't know if I'm going to do my own deck. I don't know. Maybe he has to design it for me. But I am going to be writing a book at some point, and that's what my guides told me. And I'm like, I don't know how to spell. I'm not very good at spelling, so I don't really know how I'm going to write a book. And they're like, leave that to us. And I was like, okay. Just like they told me to read tarot all those years ago. I didn't believe it was going to get this big. Then all of a sudden, it was huge. So I just trust in what I receive. Now, that's the other thing as well. People always say, Anna, how do you know? How do you know if the messages are from your guides? How do you know if the messages are from a higher source and not your ego or something evil? And I go, first of all, do you associate with evil? Are you an evil person? Would you class yourself to be an evil person? Do you hurt people on purpose? Do you wish ill will on somebody on purpose? If you don't do those things, you are not an evil person. You just go about your business in life. You don't go around hurting anybody. You make sure you do best for you and you do best for yourself. As long as you are that person, you are not an evil person. Now, how do you discern what is yours, your own thought, and what's the thought from the universe? I guarantee you will have thoughts in your head that are not from you. There will be things that you'll think about that will be like, what? That's not, I would never think like that. That's when your angels will try and teach you, try and communicate with you. When I receive messages from the loved ones on the other side, I say to my ego, it's time for you to step aside. I need you to go away, because now I'm going to allow the souls that walk in God's white light to use me as a source to give messages to who I'm going to be communicating with. So I let my ego step out of the way, and I leave me as a clear vessel, an empty vessel, so that that all the souls on the other side can use me to cleanse and heal somebody, to give messages of love. You'd love to be my students. I'm teaching tarot again next year. As soon as I told everybody I'm teaching tarot, that got filled the whole year straight away. In a space of a week, that whole thing got filled up. So I can't take any more bookings. In order for you to receive divine messages, I have to meditate. First, it started with 10 minutes every day. 10 minutes a day, I go into the garden, I take off my shoes, I put my feet on the grass, and I just breathe. And I say to my angels and my guides and my loved ones, please protect me while I'm meditating. I know you already are. I don't even need to ask protection. But please watch my energy and only let me see good things of love and light. And that is from divine source of love. And then they will start to filter in messages through me. And I go to the shop. And I go here. And I go there. And I do this. And I do that. If it feels good and I'm not second guessing it, I know it's from source. If I say, Anna, you should go to the shop today, and then my ego goes, yeah, but then don't. That isn't from source. That is from my ego. If my ego or my mind is saying, do this today, and then my soul is going, yeah, but you don't want to do it, that's not coming from source. Anything that comes from God or anything that comes from the universe comes in effortlessly. It comes in effortlessly. Anything that is, I'm not sure about it, it's low vibration, it's not from the source. It's from ego. It's from you. I trust what I receive now. Before I used to debate. If I'm doing a reading for somebody, and I see an eagle, and I'm like, I ain't seeing an eagle. And my guides are saying to me, Anna, you need to tell her eagle. And my ego is going, no. And my guides are saying, say the eagle. I get out of my way and I'll say to my friend, so your dad who's crossed over is telling me to tell you the eagle. And then she would start crying. Oh, it doesn't make sense to me, the eagle, but it made sense to her. My father's used to have his shirt, his favorite shirt had an eagle on it. And his favorite bandana that he tied around his head had an eagle on it. Oh, and then that's when the source says, you see why you need to listen to your soul and get out of your ego? If you're in a workplace and your soul or your gut is saying to you, why are you still in this job? Why don't you leave? What are you doing? Leave. Don't stay there, because you're doing a disservice to your soul. When, how do you know if it's not negative, evil when you're doing a reading? Because you can feel it. You can feel it. When I do my readings for a client, before I go into a reading, I say a prayer, and I say it out loud every time I do a reading here. My angels, my guides, and my loved ones, please use me as a vessel to give clear, concise, loving light messages to my family. I only want good things, and I only want to speak to those who walk in God's white light. Anything that is of negative or evil, you are not welcome in my space. And I know that my guardian angel Astro, my guides, my best friend Siobhan, who crossed over to the other side, and I know that God and Jesus Christ, I know that all of the things that I love and I worship, all of the things that I know that are of good and of love and light, I know they protect me, and I'm all right with that. Intention setting. I believe in angels and God. I believe in guardian angels. I believe we all have it, and I tune into all of those sources of love and light. I don't need to worry about negative energy because I'm divinely protected, and so are you. The only time any negative energy or negative entities can come and attach themselves to you is if you are negative. If you are sad, if you are depressed, if you are angry, if you are annoyed. Let me put it this way. There are two souls on the street. One of them is loving and skipping and hopping and just so lovey-dovey, and is just all happy and is on love and light, and their energy is up, up, up. And their light is just white light because they're so happy. And then you got another soul. This other soul is fucking angry and fucking pissed off, and everyone is just fucking, I hate everyone in my life. I fucking hate everyone. I hate it. And this person is in gray, dark energy. So you got the light energy of the soul that is vibrating up to the source. And then you got another energy, another human being that is just miserable and angry and pissed off and fucking hates everyone, just in a really low vibrational state. So then you got those two. You got black and white, yin and yang, divine light, and then like a dark energy. If there was an angel of God walking by, and if there was a devil walking by or a demon walking by, the demon is going to look at the person who is in the white light energy and go, you're too bright for me, man. I ain't got time for your shit. You're too fucking happy for me. I ain't going to attach myself to you. I'm going to find someone that matches my dark energy. So then this dark evil entity is walking on the street, and then there's someone that's like ready to commit a crime. Yeah, I've got my gun ready to shoot somebody because I'm going to rob a bank. Or I'm getting ready to beat up my wife when I come home, or beat up my child when I get home. And you're this low vibrational, negative bullshit energy. That evil entity is going to go, there is somebody that matches my energy. Let me attach myself to them because they're angry, they're miserable, and they're pissed off. I match their energy. I'm going to go to you. And this one that's walking in the white light of God, that's happy, that's not negative, that's joyful, that understands that everything is as it should be. An angel comes by, automatically an angel will attach itself to you. Now, don't get me wrong. I am not oblivious that negative entity will try to get you. Because if you are somebody that's trying to be uplifted and you're happy, but somewhere down in your gut or your soul, you're so depressed and you're ready to die, that energy will feel you and will try to attach itself to that part of you that's sad, and then amplify that energy of sadness. And I want to die. I don't want to be here. It attaches itself to you and tries to make that energy that is dark bigger. I am not oblivious to these fucking negative entities. And forgive me for saying this. But without dark, there is no light. Without the light, there is no dark. I tell you that light will always overcome the dark. There is nothing that can be hidden forever, because when the light of God comes in, there ain't no more darkness nowhere. So it doesn't really matter. Energy is you. So when you say, how do I know if I'm connecting to evil energy or the good energy? First and foremost, I set my intention. Intentions is important. And I tell my guides, and I tell my sister who crossed over, who died, and I tell my grandfather and my grandmother, and I tell all my loved ones on the other side. I talk to God, I talk to Jesus, I talk to Jesus and Krishna and Muhammad and Buddha and Shiva. I'm like, you guys, you're an energy of love, protect me. Always wrap your arms around me, put a force field of protection around my home, around my vehicle, my back garden, my front garden. Take me to my destination, bring me back home safely. Protect all the souls that walk on God's green earth. Protect us all from negative energy. Negative energy, you're not welcome here. So, that's how I know I don't connect it. And I'm sorry, but I've read for thousands of people, and I have never once received anything evil. Ever. And that's because my guides, my security guards, my best friend Siobhan, and my loved ones on the other side, you know they walk with me in my life. And I'm sorry, but my spirit animal is my Black Panther. And I have a spirit panther that circles my body. Everyone has an animal, a spirit animal attracted to them, attached to you from the moment you're born till the moment you cross over. My Black Panther, which I called Nala, because of the Lion King, circles me. So if my Black Panther circles me, and nothing that's of low vibrational can come near me. You're not allowed in my space. I only welcome love and light and peace and harmony in my aura, in my orbit. Anything that is of evil, of negative, and that is for the devil, get the fuck out of my face, or you're going to have to deal with Archangel Michael and Archangel Metatron. That's it. That's it. I don't tolerate negative energy. Don't want you in my house. I don't want you near my child. I don't want you near my mum. So when people think that you do tarot and you're doing evil work, those are the people that have, what is that called? Ignorance is bliss. Ignorance is bliss. I use tarot for the greater good. I use tarot to help you back on your soul path, to tell you to get out of your way, to tell you to stop being so negative and stop telling yourself negative things. I'm not good enough. I'm this, I'm fat, I'm ugly, I'm old. I'll never have the money. I'll always be poor. I'm very sick. I tell you to get out of your own way. And I use the tarot to help me. I don't need the tarot. I don't need it. But it helps me to channel and tune into you so much more better. So that's the only reason why. So for those people, and can I just say, it's more close to home than you think, guys. My father, who's a Jehovah's Witness, and my grandmother, who's the UCKG Church, and my cousin, who's also UCKG Church, they think I'm doing the devil's work. And I would say to them, well, I'm sorry, but 91,000 people would disagree with you. And if what I'm doing is wrong, then I don't want to be right. Because I helped I call her mama, Geraldine. She's one of my moderators, and I always talk about Geraldine. Geraldine came to me for a reading, and she was scared. I told her that her loved ones is on the other side. To be specific, her grandson and her daughter who died. And I said, they're telling me, Mum, you need to get your ass into the hospital because you ain't well. And then Geraldine said, if I didn't get that reading for you, and I would have never gone to the hospital, I never found out I need to take medication for this, that, and the other. And now I'm on track. And now I'm good. And now I'm getting better. Now I'm feeling good. So I'm sorry. If that's doing the devil's work, I don't know about this. I always talk about you, Geraldine. I don't care. I love you. You're my mum from another lifetime and a mother in another life. And because of this woman, and she's the same age, nearly the same age, she's younger than my mum, but she could be my mum. And when I connected to her loved ones and I told her she needs to get out, I said, health, they're highlighting your health, Geraldine. What's going on? I don't want to go to the hospital. I don't like hospitals. Are you afraid of death? I'm afraid of death. And I go, but why? I've just connected to your daughter and your grandson. So clearly they're not dead. They're still on the other side. They're just walking with you, just not in the body. They're out of the body. So if what I'm doing is wrong, then I don't want to be right. If I told Geraldine to get her ass in the hospital because her daughter and her grandson is saying, Nanny and Mum, get your ass into the hospital. You need to go to the hospital because they're talking about your health. I don't want to be right, ever. I will continue to do what I'm doing. I will continue to do what I'm doing, and I will never stop. So for those of you who think doing tarot is evil work, I'm not going to tell you that there are people out there that use tarot and then they manipulate people 100%. But you need to investigate the tarot reader. You need to look at their social medias. You need to make sure that they've got reviews, validation, testimonies. You need to make sure that these people who you want a reading from has testimonies. Because testimonies is word of mouth. These people are I've had a reading from Anna and she's legit. Anna said this, Anna said that, and it happened. Anna told me I was going to get pregnant and it happened. So you need to have, and by the way, a good tarot reader will never ask you if you would like a reading. A good medium, a good psychic, and a good tarot reader will never message you and go, would you like to have a reading? I looked at your picture and I felt that you needed to have a reading. No, I have never done that. I will never do that. You want a reading from me, you email me. I have one email address. One. Annalisa with a Z, Souza@icloud.com. That's the only email address I have. If you want a reading from me, you have to message me. I will never, on any of my social medias, reach out to you and ask you if you would like a reading. Now, guys, there are many people out there copying my video, taking a picture of my face, creating a fake account and reaching out to you. I will never reach out to you. That's how you know it's not me. If somebody is pretending to be me and they give you a completely different email address, Annalisa Souza@icloud.com, my only email address, and my name is spelled with a Z, that is my address. And you can find my email address on my main page of my TikTok. Underneath my picture, there is an email address. That's my only email address. So I just want you to know now that if somebody's reaching out to you with my face on Instagram, on TikTok or YouTube, I want you to know that is not me. I don't reach out to people. I've been doing this for 15 years, been doing it since I was 16, not professionally, but professionally for 15 years. I will never reach out to you and ask you if you would like a reading. You want a reading from me, you come to me. I'll send you all the details. Once you give me all the details that I need to know about you, where you are in the world, your star sign and your birthday, that's all I need from you. Another thing I would like to tell you guys, if you want a reading from me, please don't send me a fucking paragraph of your life, because I'm supposed to be reading for you. Don't tell me about your life. Let me tell you about your life in the reading. I get people messaging me going, so this is what I'm going through. He hurt me and then he went over there and then my mum went and did this and then I went over there the other day and then this happened. Could you tell me what's going to happen now? And I'm like, what you already told me what's going on. Why? This is all I need from you when I do a reading from you. I don't ask for anything else. Where you are in the world. Eastern Standard Time, don't cut it for me. I need to know if you are in Texas, what part of Texas, because I need to know if I'm 5 hours ahead of you, 6 hours ahead of you, 8 hours ahead of you, because the time difference is fucking annoying, but I need to know. So I need to know where you are in the world. I need to know your birthday and your star sign. And whether you want Skype, Zoom, or Snapchat. That's all I need from you. I don't want any information from you whatsoever. Don't talk to me about nothing. I don't want to know your ins and outs of your life. When you get a reading from me, I am reading for you. And I will tune into your past, your present, and then your future. And then people say, well, how long can I have a reading? Can I have another reading next week? And I'm like, no. You need to let the reading come to pass. So I tell my clients, and some of my clients, God knows I love you, but they're like, can I have another reading in a week? And I'm like, no, you can't. 3 to 6 months. Every 3 to 6 months. The only way you could get a reading every day is if you're on my live and you happen to gift me the thing at the top of the screen. That's the only time you can get a reading every day. If you choose to gift me what I asked for up here, then you can get a reading every day. I don't recommend it, guys. Now, if I was one of those readers that are like, I just want your money, you can have a reading from me every day. I think that's a great idea. Yeah, just give me your money. I'm not like that. Sorry. Get a reading every 3 to 6 months. If you are on my live and you need to find out about a specific question, by all means, you can ask me yes, no question for free, because I do that for non-subscribers. And I do yes, no questions for members and subscribers, but my subscribers will get a guided message as well. But if you do want a reading every day, the only time you can get a reading every day is if you give me the gift that I asked for. I do not highly recommend that you get a reading every 2 weeks. I think this is silly. I will never take your money from you. And people will always say to me, oh, can I have a reading tomorrow? And I'm like, no, I'm not taking your money again. No. You come back to me. You've just had a reading in April, May, June, July. You have to come back to me in July. 3 to 6 months. That's it. But those are the 4 things I require when I do a private reading from you. Whether you want to use Skype, Zoom, or Snapchat, what your date of birth is, what your star sign is, and where you are in the world. That's all I need. I will tell you everything else. Everything else, I'll tell you. And usually when I finish my readings... So this is what I say when you get a private reading from me. As soon as I see you on the screen. I'm doing all the talking. You're doing all the listening. Say nothing for 40 minutes. 1 hour of your reading, 40 minutes, I'm talking. You shut up and you listen, and you can record the reading if you want. The last 20 minutes, if I haven't answered any of your questions in the 40 minutes, you can ask me whatever you want in 20 minutes, anything you want, anything that I didn't answer, you can ask me anything you want. And then 20 minutes comes and I go, do you have any questions? And they go, nope, because you answered everything. And I'm like, what? And then anything you want. Come on, you got 20 minutes on the clock. Ask me whatever you want. And they can't think of anything. Great. That's what I want. So anytime you get a reading from me, I am talking for 40 minutes. You zip it. Because I have people that are going, oh my God. Oh my, I'm into the reading, 5 minutes into the reading. And I've already tuned into something from their soul. Oh my God, that just happened to me. How did you know that? You know what happened, Anna? And I'm like, can you stop talking? I already said to you, no talking for 40 minutes. It's all me. You don't talk for 40 minutes. 20 minutes of the reading, you can talk to me later on. And they're all going, oh my God, oh my God. And their reactions, some people are standing there going, and I'm shitting in my pants, okay? Because I'm reading for this client now, and it's so stoic. I'm reading for this client, and this client is just staying there, not reacting to anything I'm saying. Just like this. 20 minutes is up. And I'm thinking, I don't know if I said anything. I'm looking at my angels and my guides and my loved ones. I'm like, this person wasn't even breathing. I don't know if I hit any chords in their soul. And then when my 40 minutes of talking is up, I go, so does any of this make any sense to you? Does any of this make any sense? They go, you hit every nail on the fucking head. And I'm like, oh, I think I just shit my pants. Thank God. I was like, oh, so what you're trying to say to me is because you were really, really still, and I wasn't really sure if anything was resonating with you because you weren't even breathing. Are you telling me that you understood what I was saying? They were like, every word that you said makes absolute sense. And I'm like, fucking hell. Oh, thank God I can breathe. I wasn't receiving the wrong messages, for fuck's sake. So I do get some people that are so open, and then I get some people that are so no reaction, robotic. I get some people that are like this. I get some people, clients that are like this. And I already can see their loved ones going, you know they're a skeptic, Anna. I can see their loved one standing behind them going, you know she's a skeptic, you know that, right? And I'm going, you're a skeptic, aren't you? And then they go, no. And I was like, do me a favor. Unclench your arms. And then she'll go like that. just take a deep breath in really quickly with me. And she'll be like, God, just relax. So the energy can flow between you and me. Just relax. And I can feel her loosening up her strings. And I'll say to her, oh, your dad's behind you, by the way. And he said that you are a skeptic. And then she'll be like, my dad died, yeah. And I was like, yeah, he told me you're a skeptic. And then she's like, oh my, and that's it. Open. And now I can get in there and I can tell you everything that you need to know. It's so fucking great. I'll never stop doing what I do. I'm going to do this forever. It's so good. I love it. And it's so nice to talk to your loved ones on the other side, because the shit that they show me, I'm just like, I ain't saying that. And I get loved ones. Oh my God. You know, these loved ones, some of these men, they would be a flirt in life. And they're flirting with me on the other side. They're like, oh, you're really pretty. And I'm like, is your brother a bit of a flirt in life? And she's like, oh my God, he's such a flirt. Is he flirting with you right now? I was like, he's fucking trying to touch my leg, dude. She's like, oh, you're sexy, you know. And I'm like, excuse me, you dead. You dead. I'm still here I'm here in the physical world, man. You quit touching my legs. And then she's like, so that's how they come across with their personality. How would I know that your dead brother is a fucking flirt? I wouldn't know that. But he's standing there going, oh my God, you're so pretty. Oh, you smell really good. And oh, your skin is... And I'm like, is your brother a flirt? Because he's like trying to touch my legs right now. And they're like, yes. Oh my God, he's a fucking flirt. He's such a flirt. He flirts with everyone. And it doesn't matter how old you are, he will flirt with them. And I'm like, yeah. And then I'd go, why is he showing me his socks? And then she was like, yeah, because he had really smelly feet. And I'm like... I'm like, wait, what? And he's like, yeah, because he had really smelly feet. And I'm like, okay, because he's showing me his socks. And I'm like, could you get out of my face? So yeah, so yes, I do connect to your loved ones. The crazy thing is, people always think that they need a medium to connect to their loved ones, and you really don't. You don't. You want to connect to your loved ones, pay attention to the signs and the synchronicities. If you are thinking about your brother who passed away or your sister who passed away, and then all of a sudden the song on the radio comes on, and it is the song that your brother or your sister used to listen to all the time, that is a message from your brother or your sister. If you find coins everywhere, and your brother used to jingle coins in his pocket, and you find coins or dimes everywhere you go, and you're like, oh my God, I found coins on the floor, that is from your brother or your sister or your uncle or your granddad or your dad or your mum. It's things like that. Like, pay attention to the signs and synchronicities. Usually when a loved one crosses over and they die at a certain time, you'll keep seeing that repeated number on the clock. So if your person died at 22:22 or 15:15, and you keep looking at the clock and you're like, that's the time that means that soul is with you at that moment. That person is with you at that moment. Anytime you see signs and synchronicities that remind you of somebody that's crossed over, they are trying to get your attention. Speak to them in your mind. By the way, your loved ones can hear your thoughts. It's really annoying, but they communicate via telepathy. So when you're thinking thoughts or bad thoughts, or you're thinking of something, they can hear your thoughts. Just letting you know, guys. Just letting you know. They can hear your thoughts. So be mindful of what you say and what you talk about, okay? Be very mindful of what you're talking about, and what you think, what you feel, and what you say. All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna have a smoke because I really need to smoke the cigarette. I will be back at 9 p.m. UK time. I love you, my moderators. You're always good to me. Mama and Jess, I love you. I love you. I love you. Don't forget to take a break. I'm going now. I'm going to take a break now. I love you guys. I'll see you at 9 p.m. UK time. I will repost this on my YouTube later on tonight. If not tonight, it'll be there tomorrow. I love you. See you at 9 p.m. Bye, guys.